adventuring in the world of Toivoa. A crazy place where you guys have been trying to find a way to vanquish Vagradan, a 3-mile long dragon that your party member, Cecilia and various others, resurrected from the dead, terrorizing the world once again with his evil. You're also searching for truth and enlightenment and a way to disrupt the Cervantes family and seek vengeance for Sweet August Rose, as well as dealing with a Fey Lord who wants to chase down Amer. Brennan is seeking vengeance for the individuals who destroyed his village, and Stell's got a good attitude. So, to that end, last week you guys teleported from Ivrix and had a mishap, which landed you here in Bourbon, the hometown of the nemesis of Sweet August Rose, Cervantes family.
Oh yeah, that was what happened last time. Oh yeah, I forgot about that part. I forgot that's where we ended up. That is true. That is where we are.
This is why I do the recaps. It's because welcome home, Sweet August Rose.
I liked it a lot better the way it used to be.
I'm sure you did. So, as you are currently in the city streets of this not pleasant place, you've gotten a long rest. You're recovered. What would you like to do as fiends and ne'er-do-wells roam your formerly beautiful city?
Wait, we got a long rest?
Yep.
I mean,
You left just before the end of the session last time.
I did.
Yeah, we finished talking with Francisco, and he told us basically that the McCain brothers, were at probably around the docks. That's probably where they're hanging out somewhere.
We got a long rest. Did Echo get their teleport back?
Yeah, I guess if we got a long rest.
Yeah, if we did.
Okay, just wanted to see if that is an option.
It is.
Well, yeah, Echo is looking for those bracers of birds or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we were gonna. So, did you want to collect information while we're here?
That is absolutely what I'm doing.
Yeah.
She's keeping her eye out for any, because we were talking with Francisco, and basically the basic plan was, because Echo had suggested, like, hey, are there any House of Flowers around here? And she's like, I don't know. I've never been here before. Since I joined the organization. So the idea was, we're gonna go look for the McCain brothers, and the seedy docks are probably a good place to start. Also, for her to be on the lookout for any House of Flower shops.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
And she has other things. She has other things that she wants to do, but it's one thing at a time, one step at a time.
You want to go ahead and try and tackle the Cervantes?
No, not right now. Maybe.
You don't think so?
If things work out, if the pieces fall into place, but you can't just walk in and assassinate someone. There's lots of prep work that goes into it. You need to identify, the guards. You need to identify whose lieutenants are. You have to identify their schedules. You have to, there's a whole lot of stuff that goes into it. You have to find allies.
Okay.
So yes, this is very much not a let's just kick down the castle door and start blasting.
How likely are the McCain brothers to actually talk to us and deal with us, you think?
I don't know. I've never heard of them before. They're not members of the Red Talons.
You don't think?
I'm pretty sure they are members of the Red Talons. I think that was actually very blatantly said to us.
I thought it was the opposite. I think I thought Eric said they might not be members of the Red Talons.
They seem to be associated with them somehow, though. Even
From
if
what
they're
I
not members.
From what I understand, they're bounty hunters.
So who are the Red Talons anyway?
Cervantes's butt buddies. They're his lackeys, and they're all really, really dangerous. I have the names of 2 of them.
They're changelings.
Yeah, there's 7 of them. There's changelings. One's named Damien, and the other's named Laroth. I believe Damien was the one who actually killed my brother. Laroth killed my mother and father, apparently. Don't know the other 5, but if the McCain brothers are, remember, that's 4 out of 7. But keep in mind, it can be as simple as you laying your eyes on them, because if they're not changelings, then they're not members of the Red Talons. So yeah, keep that rule we came up with earlier still applies. If you see a changeling, cough.
Yeah. So why don't we set up our psychic link? I think that would help us.
Absolutely.
Oh, you want the Amertaki that you're asking for?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Well, you guys get 1 hour right now of. I get so how it works is I get 1 free per day.
Yeah.
And then if I want to use it again, I can, but it takes one of my psychic die.
Yeah.
I've got 12.
Yeah, you have a mountain of those. So
yeah, and if I use them with skills and stuff like that, they only take away if I fail.
it's just bullshit.
Let's go.
I wish Stunning Strike worked like that. Jesus.
Let's let's go see if we can find these guys.
All right, I guess we'll head on down to the docks.
Awesome. As you guys roam the streets in disguise, because I'm going to give you guys the benefit of the doubt on that one.
We roll another deception check.
Yes, please.
All right.
Remember, Stell is terrifying.
Oh yeah, true.
Stell is terrifying.
Officially.
It's a good thing I have disguise.
Wait, we all rolling deception?
Oh, sorry. I thought it was. I didn't.
Anyone who is in disguise.
I have disguise self cast.
Okay.
Aha.
Awesome. Cool.
And a mask underneath the disguise self. So it's like, aha! They see my illusion. They look through it, and what's beneath the mask? Another mask.
Mm-hmm. You could make a great luchador.
Yeah, no, I need to get a third one, like one of those little like ninja scarves where they cover up the bottom half of their face. That way he's just.
It's an N95 is what that is.
Yeah, a Russian nesting doll of masks.
Oh, as you guys head your way down towards the docks, the ships ahead are under construction or being loaded with supplies. At the moment, none of the ships that are here are unloading. Ships are impressive, dark, and ultimately well-manned. None of these ships has less than 100 people aboard. Recognize sorcerers, necromancers, brawlers, barbarians, monstrous creatures, and fiends, all on the ships. As you make your way through the docks, what are you looking for? Let's roll an investigation check to see if you can recognize something in question.
Yes, Echo.
Yeah, I think you're going to be our best bet. I mean,
you mean talking to other criminals and stuff? Me?
Yeah, or finding these McCain guys without actually asking for the McCain brothers.
Hey. I am a bastion of society. I am a pillar of morality and ethics. Okay?
Yeah. We want to find these guys without actually, I guess, saying their name 3 times.
We learned that lesson with Zokareth. I say that out of character, not in character.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So with the 26, how are you going about looking for what you're looking for, Gamer?
Well, what I'm looking for is people who are actually working the docks. Because bounty hunters and stuff like that aren't going to be hauling materials. They're going to be
Right.
more
Sitting
You're
up
looking for like
intermingling.
mercenaries.
I'm intermingling with people who are getting off the boats. You know, people who are asking questions to others.
Okay.
Maybe people who are like, you know, roughing up various
Sure.
others. You know, I'm just kind of looking for the more the lower low lives on the docks.
Gotcha. So as you look around, you see several people. But one that stands out is a woman off to the side. She's dark and ominous and doesn't seem to be doing anything other than watching the goings on. She spotted you and raises an eyebrow as you look at her. You want to go closer to her? Or what do you want to do?
I'm gonna flash a little thieves' cant, and I'm only gonna say the word info.
She
To see if
nods
she.
and heads away towards an alleyway. Not much. It's just underneath a boardwalk. Gonna be in the shadows. It'd be a perfect place to get ambushed or to have some clandestine conversation.
Aimer goes, "What should we, in the Aimer talkie? Should we make bets here? Whether I get have something horrible happen to me, following a woman to an alley again?"
What are the odds?
I swear to God, if you get late again, I'm going to punch you.
Well, you know, it doesn't always go that way. But you know, be prepared in case I get ambushed, because she wants. I asked if she had info, and she nodded and walked into that alley. So,
Well, go. I'll keep watch out here. I'll say as I stay at the mouth of the alley.
Did she say what kind of info?
I only asked info. So Aimer, you know, nonchalantly kind of follows her into the alleyway.
Okay. Art I have doesn't have a transparent background. So I'm going to show you the art I have for this person, as I'm still working on getting new art for them. Here you go. This is the character that you see.
Huh.
As you walk into the alley, she looks at you and with Thieves' Cant signs, "Who are you?"
I signed back, someone who doesn't particularly want to be here, but this is how the dice rolled.
She looks out at the people at the entrance to the alley. Fine. What do you want to know?
Looking for the McCain brothers.
And? What about them?
One of my friends wants to have a word with them about making a trade.
No word. Even know who you're talking to? Fine.
The McCain
you got?
sister?
No.
I'm not there.
Yeah, no.
Ignore me being a smart.
What do you got?
It's not my trade. It's not my proposal. I'm just the one who facilitates information, one way or another.
Well, at the moment, I'm the one that's facilitating information.
So you're asking me what I'm offering you for said information?
Exactly. You catch on a little slow, but eventually you catch on.
Your wardrobe was distracting. That's all.
Thanks.
Were you looking for gold?
You start. Nice start. Unless you got something better. Information's always valuable.
I mean, depends what topics you want information on.
I like to know everything. Especially about delicious targets. What's up with the fairy?
Have you seen how terrifying she is? Look at her just
Right?
smile and float about. She's
Pretty creepy.
She's fairy. No, she is creepy. I'll give you that one.
Make a deal with her?
No. I learned long ago not to make deal with Faye.
Why is she with you?
Amer kind of ponders. He's like, you might not believe this, but I rescued her out of a bottle.
That's convenient. So she owes you her life. Nice. Good job.
Yeah, for the most part. Yeah, she already repaid me on that one. I had an incident with a tree, but things happen.
If that's the case, I'd watch your back.
I've been doing that for the last 150 years.
Need help?
I mean, do you have something I can put an eye in the back of my head? Or are you, like, offering?
I can keep an eye on her. Or you.
I'm not...
Your way.
I got plenty of people. Let's say last I knew, I probably had 2 or 3 people keeping an eye out for me that I can't even see. But,
Oh, you're being hunted. How convenient.
Yeah, such is the life.
How much you worth?
That's a great question. I asked for my bounty, and they just laughed at me. So...
That sucks. You should take pride in how much you wanted.
That's what I was going to do, but they wouldn't tell me. So Of
course.
But things are always interesting in the Feywild. I don't think I have a
Back
bounty
to the
here.
topic at hand.
Let's see. What are
brothers.
you? McCain brothers. Let's see. We got information on the goings on in Yivrix. That's about. I mean, the goings on between a few of the various houses. Something that interesting, unfortunately.
Anything that compromises the House of Flowers is valuable to me.
Oh, compromises them. Oh. Well. The Avrixian or all of them? They seem very different.
They're all the same.
Huh?
You know one, you know them all. They're out to spread their own agendas. And I'm not.
You're not here to spread your own agenda?
No.
I can't. You might be the first person I've ever heard not say that. Amer gives off like exaggerated, like, like the gift that gasps in Spanish. That's kind of like Amer's face right now.
You understand? I'm in it for myself. I don't care about spreading my agenda to anywhere or anyone else. I'm in it for me.
I'm gonna insight that.
Go ahead. The 17 insight. I'm going to roll the d20 while I pull up her character sheet. I didn't think we were actually going to do this, but
Amer's is one of those curiosity things,
I am fairly certain that she beats a 17 regardless of the check. So,
oh yeah, I'm just trying to get an impression of like whether or not Amer would like fully believe that. Like he's always a skeptical, but he's wondering which side of the skepticism he should lean.
In this case, this individual seems legit in their statement. That's the best way to state the fact.
So I'm gonna skeptical leaning towards believing as opposed to disbelieving.
Correct.
Amer, I'll go. Huh? Let's see what happened. God, I wish I remembered what happened. That was actually worth saying. I'm just trying to think of like. I'm gonna Amer talking. Rose, anything actually of any interest really happened? In the Yivrix in regards to the House of Flowers? We seemed to interact with them, but they didn't really provide a whole lot of useful anything.
Yeah, it's almost like they're really secretive.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Well, yeah, unfortunately, even the drunks didn't really give us a whole lot to go off of, so unfortunately I probably have to fall back on gold here.
Well, they got rid of their spore monster problem.
Yeah, I don't think Amer is kind of like back in the walkie-talkie. I don't think she cares about that.
Well, that's really the only information that we know about them. I lie.
Well, I mean, you probably know a bit more, but
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah. There he goes. Well, he reaches down into his coin purse. And he pulls out 500 gold pieces. And goes, "Will this be a start?"
Be a start. Pretty lame. It's a start.
Well, you always have to start somewhere. You don't start at the top.
Of course. You gonna hand it over?
Oh yeah, he answered 500 gold.
He takes it, looks in there, pulls one out, examines it, bites it. All right. Game Brothers. They're bounty hunters. They're here in Bourbon. Here at the docks, in fact. You didn't get this information from me, you understand.
I mean, to be fair, I already knew both of those things. I already knew all of that up until now. I just don't really know what they look like or where I can find them at the docks.
Bourbon Brothers. Twins. Good looking,
Huh?
kind of. That rough lumberjack sort of way.
Human?
Yes.
Is she an elf of some type? I see the pointy ears in the art.
She looks elvish.
Okay, so
But
that's I'm more of going
off. There's something
Okay.
weird about her. That kind of, she's not exactly elvish.
Okay.
There's something unique about her that you can't quite place.
Well, that's fair.
You can roll a nature check if you'd like to try.
That's 4. Let's see. Hold on. Maybe we get the nat 20. No, we rolled 13.
Okay.
So, some sort of elf.
Yeah, with the 17, she's a Verdin.
Verdin.
Yes.
That's it. Take a peek of it there.
Yep.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Those are kind of cool.
Now, twins, 6'2",
Okay.
about 240 pounds. Good with swords, knives, throwing implements, crossbows, longbows, short bows, poisons, venoms, devious tactics. Great with interrogation, and excellent when it comes to contacts.
Yeah.
Won't make
That's
it
also-
to them specifically without a little bit of work. Just remember, you didn't get this information from me.
If I didn't get any information at all. What are you talking about?
Exactly. But
Amer.
if you manage to deal with them, you might get a little bonus. After all, there's a bounty on their heads too.
Hamer chuckles and goes, who's paying out that bounty? That's the real question.
I am.
Well, I suppose you'll hear whether you're mopping my carcass off the docks or theirs. So, when the news comes...
Dead.
Oh, what do you want them?
I need them to be stopped. I want them to stop hunting me.
Oh, they're hunting you.
Yes.
Oh,
Aren't they hunting
well,
you?
maybe. Who isn't? The way I look at life,
I'm not.
it's safer to assume everyone's hunting me until I know they're not.
Well, I'm not hunting you yet.
Yeah, I mean, it's always a matter of yet.
Of course.
So you want them just to stop hunting you, but you want them
course.
left alive? Or
Irrelevant.
do you care if they're dead?
I don't really care.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure. The way you said I don't want them dead meant, like if I do kill them, I didn't want
Kill them,
to
that's fine.
make things. Okay.
I just
Gotcha.
want them to stop hunting me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, well, I'm not. I don't particularly think about asking them for that. Like, it'll probably end up in a fight. But if it does come to that, who should I say to tell them to stop hunting?
He looks at you.
Should I say just the Verdant woman with the red hair?
That works.
All
Oh,
right.
no.
I like to keep names out of it for obvious reasons, I'm sure. Business.
Discretion's important.
Yes.
What's your name?
Didn't I just say it? Didn't we just mention discretion being important?
She cracks a smile, and you see that she has fangs.
Amer kind of shudders thinking about the orc who also had fangs.
And,
Yeah,
and Musaba, who also had fangs. What is it with you and women and fangs?
Amer kind of vulnerable. He kind of like noticeably shivers a little bit and goes,
Yeah.
"Sorry, I had an experience with another woman with fangs in a dark alleyway."
I'm sure they're not like mine.
Most orcs' fangs don't look like yours, so.
Well, no, also not as effective. Okay. I'm not going to bite you. You're not my type.
I didn't think I was the last one to type either. But you know,
You thin.
I seem to have I seem to have a thing with orc women. It's kind of like
They like
you
your
ever come
thinnies,
across?
don't they?
They seem to. Have you ever come across the war chief of Archival or whatever the town is? Please don't
I
tell
haven't
me you
had the
saw
pleasure.
me. Oh, good.
Not
Good. She
a
might not
fan
be.
of being in that area. Well, they don't like my type either.
Yeah,
They
well,
don't like anybody.
seemingly enough, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if she wants to marry me or murder me. Maybe both. You
Probably
know,
both. I'm sorry
life
to want to
stays
kill you
interesting.
myself.
Yeah, well, that's new. So does everyone else. Amer kind of tips his head and goes, "Thanks for the info." And Thieves
Of course.
can't.
Is that all
Starts
you
wandering
need?
off. Yep.
Fine. Bye.
Goodbye. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo.
Eric, quick question.
Yes? Mm-hmm.
Thieves can't. Is it sign or word based? Because if it's word based, would Tongue of the Sun and Moon apply?
Ooh! Yes, it would if it is word-based. Yes, it would.
What is Thieves can't technically?
It's
Thieves
it's
can't.
coded language. It's like saying like, oh, the owl lands at midnight. And
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
means
there's
something.
a hand signal
There's
gesture
both.
component to it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a secret mix of dialect, jargon, and code that allows you to hide messages in seemingly normal conversation.
It can be used in conversation as well as written. There are certain signs that can be written on things that are different than words and letters. So, the Thieves' Cant side of what was just discussed, if you were listening in, you would have been able to determine.
Cool.
Because it is its own language.
Interesting. Yeah. And I have a pretty good perception, but it's not like he said anything crazy, but all right. Yeah, Rose is just, has her arms crossed at the mouth of the alleyway trying to look intimidating so no one gets close, and when Amer comes back out, she's just going to say, "So, what'd she say?"
We're looking for two twins, lumberjack-like individuals, about 240 pounds, 6'2", very deadly, and very, very well connected.
Well, we know
They're here on the docks, but what she was saying is they're the type to find us far before we find them. They're more along the lines of you don't find them, they find you.
I turn back to Echo and I just say, "So you want to talk to them about some magic item they have?"
Yeah.
What even is it?
Do what?
It's you said it was like a bracer of birds or something?
Yeah, it's a bracer. I don't know if they're going to part with it easily or not, but I want to at least give it a shot.
I mean, oh,
we have to run into them before we even have a chance.
It seems they're, from what I'm hearing, they're very, very well connected, and I have a feeling we're gonna come across them whether we want to or not at some juncture here.
Is there something else you want to do here? Maybe we can do two things at once. Is there anything you want to do here, Rose?
Has she seen any signs of like a House of Flowers shop or anything like that?
Roll your investigation.
Oh no. Uh. Ah.
With an 8? Nope.
Nope. It's a very not green place. Like
Very not green. Everything's flowering here, but they're not the pleasant type of flowering.
yeah, she just looks at Echo and just says, "I haven't seen anything yet. I'll let you know when I do."
Okay.
Brennan doing.
I thought Amer would have come back with something else. I don't know how to find these guys out in the open.
You know, it doesn't sound like we're getting them out in the open. That's the thing.
Well, I mean, they're twins, so that should, even things out. I mean, how many big burly well, it's the docks. Never mind. So unless
that's a pretty good point, Eric. I mean, we could spend, at least an hour just walking the docks looking for a pair of twins or somebody that might be out of.
Yeah,
and changelings too. Anything that might be out of the ordinary.
Sure. Let's get investigation checks from everyone as you guys roam the docks.
Let's just hope that they're together, because
Yeah, I was gonna say we could split up and use the walkie-talkie.
Yeah, that's a
good idea. That could work.
Yeah, splitting up's always great. Always great.
I'm relying.
Truly.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm relying on true sight. I'm looking for changelings or somebody that's in disguise or magically disguised or invisible.
You will see many creatures and entities that are in disguise. Lots of them. There are fiends that are dressed up as humans. There's hags dressed up as elves. This place is rife with creatures and entities that are all in disguise, looking like all sorts of different things. It's a veritable Halloween masquerade party all over the docks.
Oh, well, that's actually something. The fiends that are patrolling the streets, do you have like pictures of them? Like what kinds of fiends they are? Or is it just like all sorts of kinds of demons? Or
yeah,
is
sure. I can show you one of them. That's one there.
Oh, Jesus. So there's just bailers. There's just bailers walking up and down the street.
Yeah, more than one.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, we're walking up and down the street. What's wrong with that?
We're not a bailer. We shall not pass.
I practically soloed one last time we ran into him. I think we're good.
Yeah.
You're saying we shall pass then?
Yeah, I think we shall pass.
If you guys were to start a fight on the docks, the numbers game would get you.
Yeah.
It's the fact that you guys are badasses and Stell is freaking scary AF that no one's really messing with you at the moment.
Yeah, I kind of thought that everybody would run for their lives in their own direction. Nobody wants to be in the middle of something they're not in the middle of already.
Oh, well, yeah. But it depends, I guess. Like, because it looks like Cervantes is using the fiends as a sort of like law and order force, or at least as a very much a way to enforce his rule. So it depends.
I'm really not interested in getting into a fight.
No, why are we getting in a fight? We're looking for these two brothers, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's
So-
that's
Yeah.
yeah.
Let's do that.
Oh shit.
Awesome. Cool.
Demons
So
have
we're going to
troops,
take the average of your investigation checks here, which is 8 plus 6 plus 9. It's got a total of a 19.8, basically a 20. So as you guys, as a group, go down the docks, you notice one thing about this group of evildoers and monstrous beasts. Nobody's fighting. Even in Nausea, there's the occasional dock fight or bar fight. Everyone here seems to be minding their own business, talking efficiently, but not getting in fights. Arguments get nipped in the bud quickly by both parties. Nobody wants to fight. As you walk along, you will find a ship. Large ship. Easily got 8 decks on it. 10 masts. And on the deck, you see that there are 2 men that match the description of the McCain brothers. They're dark-skinned, bearded, and have excellent equipment. These guys are equipped to the nines and are playing with magic while doing so. What would you like to do?
What's the name of the ship?
The ship is the Willbreaker.
How inviting.
Yeah, I guess hell we'll just walk up there like we belong.
Okay. As you walk towards the ship, you go up the gangplank, or are you going to just go to the edge of the docks? How do you want to do this?
Is there anybody at the end of the gangplank?
Yeah, there's a large man, probably 6'3", not super built, but he's got a sword, and he looks like he's checking people who should and should not be going aboard.
Yeah, so I'll walk up to him and I'll say, excuse me, sir.
He looks
But
at
I would
you.
like to speak to that gentleman right there. And I just point him out. And I say, I'd like to speak to that gentleman there, one of the brothers.
The guy looks at you, looks up. All right, one sec. And he turns around and goes up the gangplank. You see him go all the way up to the top deck, walk across next to the guardrail where you can see him. He walks over and talks to them. After a moment, one of the brothers looks down. The other looks down at you. They shrug. And one of the McCain brothers comes with the, I guess the porter is technically his term, and comes down the gangplank. Gangplank bounces under his gait, as he's not exactly, graceful would be a good word. He doesn't really care about how gentle he is as he stomps his way towards you. He walks down the gangplank, looks down at you, gets down on one knee to look at you in the eye. Your golden eyes, which kind of a rarity in this area. A little shiny kobold. He looks down. Friend here said you went to talk. Talk.
Yes, I'm looking for a pair of bracers, or a bracer, called the
Really?
Bracer of the Whistling Birds. It was once in the possession of a dragon named Amarazi, and I was told that you might know where I could find it. Maybe I can barter for it.
I might know. Might not. Why?
Well, I'd like to have the bracers if it's possible, and like I said, I'm willing to barter for it. Services or gold.
Interesting. Roll persuasion check, please. Echo Rex.
It's not necessarily a good one, let's say.
Yeah, 16's not bad.
Not bad for me.
Yeah. Huh. You want the bracers of whistling birds. Interesting. All right. Well, you're curious. You're real curious. I wonder what you've got to barter. You've at least got my attention that way. You got balls. Give you that. All right. Come aboard. Let's sit down and have a chat. Drink. I assume.
I'll follow him.
All right.
Are we all coming along for this, or?
He looks over his shoulder at the people. He smiles, and the side of his mouth curls up while the other one doesn't. You want? These your friends?
Yes. Yes.
Did he have a
It's the closest thing I have to friends.
Yeah. Not going to give us any trouble, are they?
No, I don't suspect so.
Good. I don't feel like killing another person today. All right, come on. And he heads up the gangplank and waves to his brother and heads off to the left towards the captain's quarters. You guys following along?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Brennan, yes?
Yeah.
Camp.
All right. The other McCain brother follows the party by about 10 feet.
These guys, what are their race?
They're human.
They're human.
Yeah. Fun, isn't it? So, as they walk towards the captain's quarters, he goes, "Not out here. Come on in." He knocks on the door. The door opens. The captain of the ship, a very attractive woman with a tricorn cap, looks out. Sure. Comes out, walks to the side, and allows you guys access to the captain's quarters. She's the captain of the ship. He didn't say anything.
Okay.
Okay. So as you guys walk in, the place is ornate. This captain lives in luxury. Feather bed off to the side, massive chart table. There's another table that has been set out with absolutely a feast of food. Bottles of wine sit off to the side in ice buckets. About that for a second. He walks over and looks at a couple of the wines, pulls one out, produces a corkscrew from his belt, takes the cork out, and begins pouring wine. Puts one glass on the table and then gestures to you guys. Want some?
I won't say no.
He grabs a couple more glasses from her wine rack area and pours glasses for each of you. Takes his,
Can
smells
I
it,
investigate the
swishes.
bottle to try to understand the vintage and stuff like that? Just more of trying to understand.
Yeah.
Get the attitude proper here.
With a 26, this is a 400-year-old bottle of wine produced from the bottom of the Snowden Protectorate.
Ooh.
This is a very valuable bottle of wine, valued at about 1,000 gold. Each glass is about 100 gold pieces.
Amer kind of whistles under his breath a little bit as he smells the wine. You have good taste.
It'll do. He mouths it, swishes around. Not the best, not the worst.
Yeah, tastes salty. So, yeah, Rose will just drink it and just watch this go down.
Brennan gives his to Aimer.
Amar starts double fisting.
Okay.
So I have lots of gold, but if there's something else you want in exchange for the bracers, then I'd be happy to try to procure whatever it is you need.
Well, you see, I'm not usually one to get rid of something that I've legally acquired through a lot of effort. Especially not for gold. I've got all the gold I need around.
I didn't think that would do it.
So, let's talk. Open and honest. He leans on the edge of the chart table. You know who I am. You know who my brother is. You know you're aboard the Willbreaker, and you're in a compromised position in our home territory. You know everything about this room. While we may not know anything about you specifically, you know a little bit about us, and you know that we're not to be trifled with. So the fact that you're in here at all means that you've piqued my curiosity, and you're our guest at the moment. Gold won't do it. What else do you have to offer for one of my brother's favorite little toys?
Well, if there's something else you would prefer to have in exchange for the bracers, like I said, I'll go get it.
Go get it. Oh, you want a job? Is that it?
If that's what it takes.
Huh. Alright. I'm not sure that that's possible. Got connections as well. A couple connections that we might like to work with. Will you excuse us for just a moment?
Sure.
He gestures to his brother, and they go to the far end of the captain's quarters, where they are going to talk for a moment.
Oh, well.
Leaving you to your party for a couple moments.
So I have a passive perception of 24. How big is this room?
The room is 60 feet wide by 40 feet deep.
Damn, that's a big room.
It's a big room.
Shoot,
So on
my
the walkie, I mean, I just tell the guy, say, hey, all I've got is gold. I mean, we don't really belong here. It's going to have to be it's going to have to be a job, or we don't have anything else to trade.
Alternatively, if you guys want to risk it, though this room is a little big, I could just make it so that no one can hear anything in there, and then we can just block the door and kill them.
I'm getting the impression that won't. We're in a room that could be very well fully trapped.
There could be people in the walls watching us. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I really don't prefer to go that route.
Fair enough.
Warbond is not. We gotta be careful here for a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have to tell me twice. I was just raising the possibility.
Trust me. Seeing them made me kind of itch to test myself against them, but at the same time, that little nagging voice in the back of my head that tells me I don't need to die at 18th time, keeps shouting at me not to do something stupid.
While this is going on, I'm gonna see if I can't overhear what they're saying to each other.
Okay. As you listen in, need you to roll a perception check. Yep, 31's awesome. Good job. They are discussing a couple of things. Specifically, they're talking, we could. No, maybe. The ferry's interesting. There's no way that they're going to deal with that. However, the fact that they've got a ferry in there, they're talking amongst themselves.
And
Oh, they're listening in. I thought I was called out.
Nope, not yet. They've got ferry, and that girl looks pretty capable. We could take them, but I don't think they're worth it. I mean, the gear. I mean, what's that? Another day's worth of supplies for the crew? Yeah.
they just call us poor.
Yeah.
Rude.
Either they called us poor or they called their crew massive.
Or both.
Or both. Well, you think we should send... Yeah. You see them making some hand gestures and then pull out a piece of paper. And they start pointing at the piece of paper and thinking, huh, really? You can do that. All right, fine. And the gentleman comes back to the table, smiles at Echo Rex. So, couple of things. You're wanting to do a job, right? Now, I trust you've got a ship or a way to teleport.
Yeah, transportation is not a problem.
Excellent. That'll make this a lot easier. There's a temple that I need to have checked out. Dangerous. And it's worth a bit of time to go in there and acquire what I'm looking for. Specifically, it's an orb. Looks like an eye about the size of your fist. Bright green, black slit, dragon's eye.
Okay. That's interesting.
Not going to be easy. It's Temple Tsukio Fu, god of knowledge. It's located in Malaja Rock in Uthurg.
Have any idea where that is?
We can pull up the map.
Larger rock. Why would?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Joe.
No. I'm more. That's more Amer saying because he does a little bit about it, but not a lot.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're talking down here at the southeastern corner of the map.
Isn't that just a rune where the giants play around?
You know something about the place. That'll make it easier. Yeah. Giants hold that city. The temple, well, it's not going to be an easy place to get into. Full of puzzles, dangers, traps. Not a lot of monsters, but a couple. Last time we tried to get in there, we killed 300 kobolds. All of them red, of course. Hopefully no relation to yourself.
300. Wow.
Probably not.
It was unpleasant, to say the least. Now, once you get in there, you'll find two of the eyes. We want the right one, not the left.
Out of curiosity, do you care what happens to the left one?
No. But I'd be careful with it. They say it's cursed. Say both of them are cursed, actually. That's the hard part.
Why would they want a cursed object?
Do you ask that? Or are you
Yeah.
asking the party? Okay.
No. I asked that.
Okay.
What?
Cool.
Yeah.
It's for a job. We're working on a specific hunt that's going to help out with. That's all you really need to know.
Yeah, Brennan perks up at hunts. He says, "Oh, hunts."
Yeah. Now you can either provide us with that, or, and this is my brother's idea, you can bring us the head of Saphira and we'll call it even. Give you the bracers of whistling birds and call it good. One or the other.
I don't know who Saphira is, do I?
Roll a history check.
Let's say if you spent any time in the tavern in Nausha, you might.
Yeah, isn't she the boob lady?
Yeah. With
No,
a
no.
25. No. Saphira is a very famous or infamous pirate who ditched a ship's worth of crew in the middle of a storm, taking the entire cargo hold worth of gold in the storm and running away with it. The current bounty on Saphira is 180,000 gold.
Oh, the PC. That's right.
I don't. Wait, is the Trainwrecks campaign still ongoing?
Yep.
Okay, I haven't actually watched it. Been busy Wednesday nights.
All good.
And where is she? Where is she, Eric?
You don't know where she is.
She's on this channel on Wednesday nights.
You don't know where she is, but they're looking for her because 180,000 gold feeds a lot of mouths.
Okay. Maybe that's the easiest way to go. Maybe that's an easier way to go.
Be careful. She's pretty dexterous. She's connected too. She's got quite the little crew. I'd be careful if you hunt her. It's about the same difficulty going for the eye or going for her.
Okay.
Problem is, if someone can, when it comes to killing people, they're powerful enough. Divine spellcaster. We'll take care of all of them and not leave any traces of Saphira's body there.
Now, of course, you offered gold. And my brother, if he had the bracers, he'd part with them for 180,000 gold.
I think it's grossly overpriced, but
Yeah, it probably is.
Probably. But you want what we have. We're the ones to set the price, and
I take it he's not wearing the bracers right now.
He is not wearing the bracers right now.
while all this is going on, I'm gonna see if I can't get like a read on these guys in terms of like their loyalty. So like, are they solely loyal to money? Are they loyal to each other?
Sure.
Are they loyal to Cervantes?
Yeah. Let's roll insight. Let's see what.
Oh my god! Of course I rolled in that one. Oh my god.
With a 10, because you cannot critically fail insight checks or skill checks. With a 10, it appears that they are loyal to each other, and pretty much that's it. They are family focused. If you were to mess with one of their family, they'd probably hunt you down and kill you. As far as gold, these guys are pretty dang wealthy, and don't seem to consider even for a moment the fact that you guys are drinking the wine and Amer is halfway through that bottle on his own. So for them, the gold is secondary. It's more of reputation and loyalty to each other.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Maybe if we meet them next time, I'll come to a more solid conclusion. But over the Amer walkie-talkie, I'll just say, I hate to point out the obvious. As much as a $180,000 gold bounty is worth, 2 giant green dragon eyes that the 2 guys who are stationed out of Bourbon are looking for that will help with a hunt that's coming up soon. I mean, I don't want to be suspicious, but I mean...
Well, you see, the thing about it is, though, we can always go take a look at those. This is in the Amertaki. We can always go figure out what those are about, and just because they're going on this adventure doesn't mean we need to give them the reward. We can decide to take that for ourselves and abandon the bracers too, depending on what's all going on. We're not on a strong foot.
Oh, no doubt, but I'm just trying... Go ahead.
I think I'll just tell the guys, okay, you've got a deal. As soon as I can come up with one or the other, I'll bring it to you.
Cool. So, Eye of Kydron or Saphira's Head?
What was it called? Eye of Kydron?
Yes.
Interesting.
I don't know who or what that is.
I do.
Eye of Kydron.
So,
Joe knows. Amer doesn't.
Is Kydron the name of a dragon?
Kydron's the name of a dragon, you could say, but more of the dragon.
So does Echo know this name?
Mm-hmm.
Or better yet, does Amarazi know this name?
Does Amarazi? Oh!
With Brennan too, with dragons being a favorite enemy.
Yes. All right, let me get Kydron for you here.
Piling it on.
Yeah, just give us all that dragon lore.
Yeah. Let me get Kydron because you guys are like, we're gonna figure out all the lore of this. I love it. I think it's great. But I did not have the graphic for you, and I'm grabbing that real quick.
Now see, that makes me curious as well from Sunday. Just
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to find Kydron for you guys. I had it. Where did he go? I can't find him at the moment. Nope. I will pull him up. But Kydron is a enormous red dragon. He is exceedingly fast. He's got a level head from your remembrance, Echo. But he is proud and ruled several sky islands, not just one, but several, before the sky fell. He was one of these entities who you could negotiate with, but was more like to challenge you in a physical confrontation. He's a powerful spellcaster in his own right, and has terrible morning breath in the form of fire.
Have any nicknames or titles?
Yeah. I'm trying to pull it up here.
The Burninator.
The Burninator, no. Kydron's just not cooperating with me at the moment. Sorry.
That's right.
Yeah. The computer's like, I want to give him lore that you wrote and everything. It's not going to let me pull it up. Adrian. Reference sheet for Kydron. The heck?
Always the sky people, Eric. Always the sky people.
Yep. Cool. Kydron, Wrath of the Sky. powerhouse of dragonkind. He's full of teeth, claws, and slashing. His spine shines with fiery light, and he is immense. He flies so swiftly that he leaves sonic booms in the area, and that is his primary form of attack, is simply flying by and forcing people to be impacted by the thunder of his passing. His claws and teeth are made of obsidian, allowing him to cleave through even the hardest armor as if it's not even there. Adamantine does not prevent his critical strikes.
Oh man, I want a sword made out of his claws.
Yeah.
He is approximately 400 feet long. His wings span 800 feet, and his tail is known to break the sound barrier when he whips it. So, terrible, terrible monster. Nasty, nasty, and I will get a picture of him as soon as I can get my computer to respond.
Sure.
Or
because I
he
haven't.
was nasty. He's dead now, right?
No.
Oh, he's just blind?
That's what makes it really interesting for me out of character-wise, is because the dragon's still alive, and so like from an out of character knowledge, I'm really curious. I kind of think I know how some of this stuff works together, but I'm really interested to see how it all goes.
Yeah. The Sunday group started getting a little bit of Kydron lore because they started down there in Utherg, but they decided to abandon it and head off into the wilds.
Yeah.
Powerhouse of the Sky. Okay, so
here we go.
Yeah,
got it.
Echo will, as we're wrapping things up, Echo will kind of mumble to himself, Powerhouse of the Sky, like he's remembering something, to see if they react, if they know what that means.
Yeah, his title is Kydron Wrath of the Sky.
Wrath of the Sky, yeah.
And I'm going to put his image on the screen here. That's Kydron.
Okay.
Oh, I remember you posted that art.
Oh, that's cool.
But Eric, there's clearly an eyeball in his head.
Yep. It's yellow.
That's why I'm really interested from an OC perspective about it.
That's correct.
He has a prosthetic eye.
No. It has to do a lot to do with understanding how some of these things in Melage Rock work. And so that's why, out of characterly, I'm really, really curious. Aimer's just thinking, I could go pilfer more things. And he's also thinking, man, I chose the wrong job. I should be living like these two guys do. Those are his current thoughts.
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and wrap things up. Like I said, Echo kind of dropped that title. You know, he's kind of mumbling to himself. Or
so you've heard of it?
Do what?
You've heard of Kydron?
Yes.
I'd avoid him if I were you.
I don't know. Last I remember, he was actually somewhat agreeable to conversation from time to time.
You remember talking to Kydron? You hear this? Kobold remembers talking to a dragon. Huh. That's interesting. Don't you guys only live like 8 years?
Usually 12 to 14.
Long story.
He gets around.
Long story, huh? I got time.
So you got a deal. We will we'll contact you when we, like I said, when we have one or the other.
All right, little guy. This was a fun conversation, diverting from serious topics at hand. Thanks for the little bit of curiosity to the day. Is that all you needed? Was the
That's
bracers?
That's it. That's
Huh.
it.
That's all you need. Fair enough. All right. He walks over to the door and opens the door to let you guys leave.
Yeah, Echo will leave.
Hey,
Okay.
Meryl, thanking for the wine.
Just nods. He doesn't care. It's like thanking someone for a glass of water.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Amer's a little impressed. So you know, what I mean, like he's trying
Yep.
to act it up a little bit.
Didn't we have a gem of discretion at one point?
I think we actually have two.
We gave it to that pirate lady, I think.
Amer, you said we had 2?
That we had one point. We had two.
Okay. I thought
No,
we had
who
one,
has-
I just don't.
Who has them or you know anything like that? That's totally different. But
Okay.
I'm pretty sure we've come across two. Cecilia might have them.
Yeah, maybe it probably was. Okay.
So, you guys go out onto the deck of the ship. You see
Yep.
all sorts of dangerous people that you are pretty sure would give you guys a rough time. And those are the crew members. You're free to go down the gangplank. No one even really looks at your way. It's just the fact that the door opened. The captain is there as you walk out. She nods acknowledgement at you guys and enters her quarters. Main Crane Brothers will walk you to the gangplank. Have a good day, you guys. If you get the Eye of Kydron, just do ascending. I'm sure you can do that.
Don't bring her close to us.
Can we do that?
Eric, can you put the name of the temple and the city in the chat?
Yeah.
It was like blah.
Mahalaja Rock. The temple is the Temple of Kyofu.
Is that like a? I kind of look at Rose. Like, hey, is this temple like a one and only, or is it? They got a franchise.
I don't know.
Roll a religion check, please.
How would I know?
I mean, I don't know anything about temples mostly.
I don't know anything about temples.
Echo does. Echo would at least understand the gods involved. So,
Oh wait.
you know,
Oh, let me roll. I forgot. Amer actually studied things.
Unless they're elven gods, she doesn't know anything.
all right. So I'm going to send it, and I misspelled the Temple of Kyofu. Let me go and correct that real quick here.
Probably close enough, right?
Excuse me.
That's the temple, and for Echo Rex, bam, and for Amer, here you guys go.
Thank you.
It's always good to know which temples are what when you rob them. So I feel like you know, figure out which gods you're actually pissing off.
Roll an insight check now that you have those. Both Echo and Amer. Thank you, Amer. And Echo. With a 12 insight and a 22 insight. You're not being tasked with stealing the eyes of Kydron. You're being tasked with stealing the eyes of Kyofu.
Well, once I read the description, that was very obvious.
Yeah. They lied to you.
Rude.
That figured that was coming. You don't usually steal the eyes of a living dragon, you know, from a temple.
So that's the task, is to go get those eyes, or Saphira's head, or 180,000 gold.
Honestly, so I mean, my concern is solely whether I can use them against Cervantes. That's all I'm concerned about.
Yeah.
They don't seem to have any particular love for him, but they don't have any particular hatred for him either. He seems to let them do what they want. Perhaps they have some sort of special arrangement because of how powerful they are.
One thing I'm curious about is they couldn't even get these, and they're supposedly, for all intents and purposes, badasses.
Well, I mean, at this point, we're kind of becoming experts at breaking into temples and stealing magic orbs. So,
That's kind of what we do, right?
This is gonna be what? Not counting anyone before me showing up? This would be our fifth? Sixth?
something like that, yeah.
So my question here, though, is that we're looking at the eyes, whether artifact or actual of a god, and they're wanting to use it for a hunt. My question is also, what are they hunting? Do they need an item like this for?
Yeah, I mean, I'm really interested.
We'll find that out
kind of,
when we find the item and see what it does.
I think they're kind of overvaluing the bracers. I don't think
Absolutely.
the bracers are quite that.
Unless
worth
those
that much.
bracers can blow up a castle, I don't see how much they could possibly be worth.
Their
Roll an
worth as
insight
much
check
as some...
on Echo.
Do what?
I need Sweetheart's first. Roll an insight check on Echo Rex.
They are, yeah, they are unique. I mean, they are the only ones of their kind that I know of.
In the right hands, you're not far off.
Really?
They're
This is what, the object?
Yeah.
the bracers. The bracers
Yeah.
are pretty badass if they're used correctly.
If I would have had those on my old cleric, my Sunday morning cleric, ooh.
But yeah. So where do y'all want to go next?
Well, okay, so while we're on the dock, because I'll ask one of the, while we're leaving the gangplank, they had that bouncer at their
Yes.
crew member at the base of the gangplank,
port, right.
So I'll as we're leaving, I'll just quickly turn to the side and just ask him, oh, by the way, it's been over a century since I was last in this city. Are any of because she's still disguised as an elf, not a wood elf, a high elf, but she'll just ask, are any of the elven temples still around?
Suppose maybe the ruins of one. Not really sure. I don't exactly go to church, but if you were to find them, they'd all be up inside the main citadel.
Oh.
Cervantes likes to keep that sort of thing himself.
Right. Yeah, lots changed, huh? Well, I guess you wouldn't know.
Decent amounts changed since I've been around. Last 10 years, really.
Oh, like what?
Well, lots more enforcement. Fewer fights. But more of a tense air.
I've noticed that. It's really strange to have a city like this and no one is being defenestrated or thrown into the ocean.
I didn't say that. I just said that there's not a lot of fights. That sort of thing happens, but only from official channels.
Huh. He really has that much control over the city?
We're just here visiting and resupplying.
Yeah, sorry. I just figured you guys hang out here a lot, so...
Not really.
Okay. Well, good to know.
No. People that we're in business with, they might live here, but we don't hunt here. No money in it. You get in good with the Cervantes, he provides protection from everybody else in the city. This is a safe space for us. Get to rest and relax here. We don't stay. No work in it.
Yeah, it seems like he has things under lockdown pretty good here, huh?
Hmm?
All right.
That and all the fiends.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Just-
I'm not a fan of getting killed, gutted, or having my soul stolen.
It's not a great, it's
So
not a
I
great
mind
place
my
to
own
be.
business for the most part.
Yeah, is that true that he just randomly eats people's souls when he's walking down the street?
Randomly, no. Just anyone he just happens to pass by.
Huh. Well,
It's not random. It's people who face off against him or think that he's nobody. Just walks right through them, and the body falls dead.
oh, okay. Yeah, she just nods and just says, "Well, I'll try to be polite to any strangers then." Well,
Look around. That's what everyone's doing.
yep. She'll just nod and just thank the nameless sailor and just kind of hustle after the others. Curiosity sated. So, according to her memories, all the elven temples would have been up on top of the hill, basically.
Yep.
All right, so can't get there. Well, shit.
That's where most temples are, unless they're like sea temples. And this entire dock area has been renovated for the sake of cargo, military, slavery, and supplies. So, if a temple had been here, it's gone.
Yeah, figured. All right. Well, that just leaves the House of Flowers. Yeah, she'll just hustle after the others, and she'll stay on the lookout for any other House of Flowers shops.
Okay. Let's roll a new investigation check as you guys head back into the town.
Please, dice. Yeah, that's average.
Okay. With
I'll
an
take
11,
average.
Yeah. With an 11, you go looking for a specific sign, and you'll find one. And I assume you want to follow it.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Are you gonna
do,
tell us as well, or are you just gonna go in there on your own?
I just tell the others that there's one. I knew there had to be a flower shop somewhere around here. Can you imagine a city without a flower shop?
Yeah, you need more potpourri for just the bathroom smell or something, or do you need to go to the flower shop for?
Well, we have that lavender stone, but no. You know why I need to visit.
Hey, that lavender stone's mine. I use it when I go to the bathroom. I guess I think we have two. Aimer does have one that he brings with him everywhere.
Yep. Oh, you bring it everywhere, so you always smell like lavender.
It's in my haversack.
Yeah, that's why he has such excellent luck with the ladies.
Exactly.
Like,
he's the one good-smelling guy.
Yeah, I use it when I'm going to ladies or use the bathroom. You know what I mean? Or use the bathroom at a lady's house.
Orc's discretion.
So you follow the signs to this back alley, and in there you see a beat-up sign, but there's a candle in the window. The sign says flowers, and it's a gray rose that has had the paint chipped and peeled. There's a claw mark across it. This place has seen better days.
That's not a good sign. All right, well, time to find out what exactly is going on in this city. You guys can come in if you want.
You mean outside the obvious?
Outside of the obvious, yes.
As you walk up to the door is already cracked open a little bit. There is that candlelight inside that you can see, and someone's in there. The door isn't shut.
Odd. I'll see if I can't see or hear anything that's going on in there.
Okay, well, perception check.
Oy, God, these low rolls.
Okay, with a 19, you can hear a slow creak, creak, creak.
Like a rocking? Like a
It sounds
rocking
like
chair?
a rocking chair. Yeah.
I will politely knock on the door.
The creaking stops the moment you knock on the door. You hear, "Stay."
Just a young woman looking for flowers.
You don't hear anything for a moment. The door opens silently. The candle winks out. It's dark in here. You can see just fine.
Mm-hmm.
Behind the door, you can hear with your passive perception that whoever opened the door is hiding behind the door where you can't see them.
May I come in?
Yes. Quickly.
I will hurry on in.
The rest of us following.
Okay. Are the rest of you following? Yes, I assume?
Amber's at least. Amber's going, but
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
imagine all
Okay.
of them.
All right. The five of you enter this dark room. The door closes and latches. You hear several locks being thrown. And as you look towards the door, Sweet August Rosen, those of you with dark vision, which is all of you, I believe.
I think it's everyone except Stell.
Yeah.
Everyone except for Stell. Stell, you are in a black room. You can see out the window, and there's a little bit of light coming from there. But other than that, you just hear locks being latched.
That's the part where I start glowing.
No,
You start glowing?
No, Stella's asking,
Oh,
is this
is
the
it?
part where I start glowing?
if
We
people
got-
I'd rather
if people
not.
start getting stabbed, yes. If otherwise, no.
Okay.
That you not
I'll just-
glow, little fairy.
Okay. Got it.
Next to the door, what the rest of you guys see is a cloaked figure with a low hood. The hood and cloak are a flat gray, just medium gray, matches the rose outside. And the figure is hunched over, almost double. They latch all the locks, and then they appear in the rocking chair. You hear one time, and then it stops, and the figure looks up. An old woman is seated in the chair, her wrinkled fingers holding the armrests. Her long white nails pressed against the wood where they've burrowed into there to almost form pockets
Ew.
over the years. How can I help you?
Well, I am a simple traveling gardener, and, well, I'm looking for information. Perhaps others
You're
have...
part of the House of Flowers, aren't you?
Yes.
I'm Ash Lauren. Nice to make your acquaintance.
I'm Sweet
Well,
August
good for you.
Rose.
I'll put her name in chat. Ash Laurel. Oop, there you go. Ash Rose. Your name.
Yes. Oh, I look down at the disguise I'm wearing and just say, "Oh, this isn't what I look like." I'll dismiss the disguise self.
Same.
Could you see through my disguise?
Of course. Can't everyone?
Fair
No,
enough. It's
no.
I'm pretty sure most people in this town can. Almost makes me ask why I bother, but
Practice. Just practice.
good to know. I look around at the shop. Are there actually
There's
any
some
flowers in here?
twigs. There's some old twigs that are on the verge of decomposing in a dry vase off to the side. There's a couple silk flowers that have a good 1/16 of an inch of dust on them. This place hasn't had a living flower in it in years.
Forgive me, shopkeeper, but your shop seems to be in a pretty sorry state.
Just my shop, garden, and supplies in at least 60 years. Kind of lose track. Don't get many visitors. No one shops for flowers anymore. Not here.
I'm surprised. I thought the house would have bastions everywhere, including this place.
I'm here on our time.
Fair enough. I say as I look around at the shop.
Might consider that,
Roll an investigation check, Sweet August Rose.
My best roll. God, I cannot stop rolling
Thank
underneath
you.
a 5.
The rest of you can also roll investigation checks as you look around the room. Stell, you're still pretty much blind in this room except for the light from the window. Aimer,
Yeah.
this place is intentionally dingy. This is a cover for anyone who were to walk in here. There's a lot of little hints about this place that show that the silk flowers have intentionally been dusted. The sticks in the vase have been planted there. The dirt on the windows is fabricated. This entire place is not what it seems. This woman, who you guys are talking to, has set this up to look a lot worse than it is. Perhaps as a defense? Perhaps a deception? I don't know quite yet. Brennan, you also detect that.
Amos, he looks around and he goes, you might want to be a little bit more careful sprinkling dust.
I don't exactly get a lot of visitors when it looks this way.
I'm saying, it never hurts to be extra careful.
So, Sweet Axe Rose, what does the House of Flowers have business with me now? What do they want?
Well, this isn't exactly an official requisition. It's more of a personal request.
There's no request. You're in Borbon. Strange. You look kind of familiar.
Well, I guess at this point, I'll take off the second mask that I'm wearing. And just show her my real face.
You look like someone I used to know. But he's been dead for a long time.
So, actually, you know what? Before we do that, I'm going to cast silence on the wall that's facing the street, just in case someone's listening.
Sure.
And I'm going to ask, Echo real fast if he sees any of those floating orbs. Oh, he said he was listening. He's AFK.
Yep.
I'm listening. No, I'm here.
Yeah.
Okay. If you check for floating orbs at the moment, you do not see any.
Okay.
All right. And I just say, so, Ash Laurel, my house name is Sweet August Rose, but my true name is Santiana de la Rosa.
So, there's a rumor that you're still alive. Interesting.
Yes. Long story short,
flowers. Very smart.
luck, really.
Luck.
Long story
Bullshit.
short, I joined the house as a child. They kept me alive. And
Joined. You were recruited.
yes.
I think they did that out of the goodness of their heart. This flare has a purpose for you.
Oh yes, I imagine so. I mean, at the time, I thought that they didn't know who I was. But looking back on it, it's pretty clear that they did. Regardless, I'm here to reclaim what belonged to my family, and I was hoping that the house would be willing to aid me in this endeavor.
Of course we are. After all, that's why I've been stationed here since your father died. Fine. I'll help you. If you need help, I have information. I have recon. I'm inside the Citadel once a day. At least for a little bit. Amazing what you can do when you're a janitor.
From personal experience, yeah. People ignore the help. I know. It's amazing what they say in front of people they think don't matter.
Exactly. Now,
So,
are you doing this now? Not with 5 people, you're not.
no. I'm looking for more allies.
You'll need them.
I believe I can get help from, well, Bluebonnet Verm. Not directly, but I'm hoping I do him a large enough. Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm hoping I do him a large enough favor that he'd be willing to lend whatever aid he is willing to offer.
If he is willing to offer you aid.
I was also hoping that there were any remnants of my father's allies. Unfortunately, I just found out all the elven temples were destroyed.
They're remnants. Most of them are dead. Most of the loyal to your family killed. Stood up. They revolted against Cervantes. Thought they could stop him. Couldn't. I lived.
Why?
Simply because I got a little bit of a brain in my head.
Why couldn't they stop him?
Have you ever tried to stop someone who simply walks through you, taking your soul away? All he has
Not
to do
yet.
is... He's an abomination of a creature. Fiend, celestial, devil, ghost, undead, vampire. Who knows?
You don't know either?
No, I've tried to learn. Just know that he's afraid of things from the sky. That's why he's got that citadel up on the mountain. Protected. List entrancing arrows on everything.
So, a spirit I talked to said something along those lines, that his weakness was his family and things from the sky.
So that's why he's protected himself. Keeps himself isolated up there unless he's roaming the streets, just as an inspection. Keeps the family at bay. Friend Sancho of his, Sancho Cervantes. Asshole. He wanders. Makes trouble for the family. He's currently on a short leash. Up in the Citadel.
So,
Senior
just
wanted to make sure that Sancho didn't get into any more trouble in revealing of his secrets.
Maybe that's what the family weakness is, and then we can get Sancho to talk.
So I just want to be clear, because I misunderstood it the first time I heard. When that spirit told me that his weakness is his family, it's not out of sentimental reasons, it's out of literal, they know things about him reasons, more than likely.
Cervantes has sentiment. He doesn't care about anything except for himself, his powers.
Good to know. Okay. So,
I understand Cervantes wants to rule the seas. He wants to take over the protectorate. He wants to hold it all. Whatever means he does benefits him. Doesn't care what he does. He sacrifices. What morals he has to compromise.
Is he really in a position to go against the protectorate?
He's close. Watchers of the plains are stopping him from going full on.
The Watchers of the Plains?
Yes. The ones that the Protector worships. Like gods to them. They're not really gods, though. Great spirits.
Okay. Alright, so, yeah, I'm not planning on moving now, but I'm still gathering allies. So Ash Laurel, I plan on requisitioning help from the Shuian house, as well as whatever aid I can get from the Reston branch as well.
Ballsy. Bluebonnet's a nice guy. Very good at what he does. Don't underestimate him. We want him to get involved. Love to take out the defenses. He's the Sky Ones. Citadel, before he'll get involved.
I plan on talking with him soon, so hopefully, if any specific requests you make, I'll be able to provide.
Of course. Just know that he attacks from above. Always from above.
Verm? Good to know.
Tall guy. Good hair. Pretty ear.
Tall. If I remember correctly, he's actually kind of short, right?
This woman is 4'3".
By her standard. Yeah, young and good looking, yes. Right.
Good reader.
All right. I take it. I don't know if you were around back when. I'm looking at her. Does she look human or?
No.
Or what is she like? I know she's hiding.
That's hard to tell with that. It's hard to tell with that many wrinkles. Until she pulls back her hood, you wouldn't be able to tell as far as ears or anything else. But her eyes
Beards?
her eyes actually have slit pupils.
Right. Well, maybe you were around.
Of course.
I'm guessing he's changed the inside of the castle.
Of course he has.
He's like renovated it completely. Like he's changed the entire floor plan.
Sleep.
Oh,
That's
that's
traps.
unfortunate.
Traps upon traps. Certain paths that you have to walk in order to get dropped into the dungeons deep in his own throne room. He's trapped. He's paranoid. Justly so. Anyone who could take him out roll this entire thing.
Imagine that.
He must really have a weakness then if he can walk through people and kill them, yet he's still afraid.
Of things attacking from above. I wonder what that means. Like, or things attacking from the sky.
Angels, demons, dragons. I guess not demons. There's so many fiends and things here.
Oh, that's another thing I have to research is how to combat all these demons without magic. But that's something I'll have to research on my own time.
You tried punching them?
Yeah, but beyond just punching them to death. Like, I don't know, maybe some sort of...
friends and allies. An army if you're going to assault the city.
No, I don't know where I can get an army, but I know where I can get a few well-trained operators.
If you know Vern, treat him right. He's got connections.
I'll ask him next time I see him, which should be soon. I have a pretty nice gift for him.
Give the Citadel. You'll need a small force. 5 of you should do. One more.
Hey, well, if we go back now, so let's get that Reggiolo Basil guy. He can come along with us.
Basil.
Somebody, some engineer built this citadel, and they didn't do it by themselves. So there's got to be blueprints or diagrams or maps of the citadel.
Sure.
It'd be nice for us to try and get our hands on some of that.
I mean, if I was Cervantes, and I look at Ash Laurel, but I don't have my hopes up, because if I was Cervantes and I had no qualms with killing anybody, I would hire someone to do all of my work and then kill them. Preferably, I'd hire several people to do all the work and then kill all of them separately, so they don't all know the same plans. But yes, Miss Laurel, yes, if you can, please begin gathering as much data as you can about the layout, who works for him, his lieutenants, important people in the organization, that kind of thing.
As far as the planners, he's got a worse fate for them. Just killing them. It's their minds. If they're raised from the dead, they can't speak.
Wow.
I don't know that trick.
Is there a teleportation circle here in the city?
Probably. I don't know where it is, though. I'm sure that the Fates have some. After all, to get here somehow.
We're gonna need one of those too.
Is it alright if we use your shop as a safe space?
Therefore, isn't it? This way. And she disappears from the rocking chair.
Yeah,
She appears behind the counter.
Yeah, I wanted to ask about that because earlier you said she appears in her chair. Like, did she literally just like disappear from the door and just appear in her chair, like blinking?
Kind of, yeah.
Like shadow walking, maybe.
Oh yeah,
Maybe.
That's right. Oh right, yeah. Duh, I'm not the only one who can do that. Oh wait, yeah, I can do that too.
She appears behind the counter and gestures with one crooked finger with that long white fingernail. This way. You guys walk around the counter to follow her or not?
Yeah, I'm following her.
Okay. She takes you to the back, and it looks like a regular florist's workshop. Tables, shears, everything's dusty and caked in just rust. This place hasn't been used in years, apparently. She goes over to the brick wall and pulls on one of the bricks. The fingernails digging into the mortar and scraping it away so that she can grip into that. Pulling it, a segment cracks, dust falls, and it pushes back, revealing a staircase that goes downwards. Is this a space?
Yeah, no, I'll head on downstairs. I'll guide Stell so she doesn't bump into anything.
Wait, where are we going?
You're going in the dark.
Yeah, we're going down the friendly. We're going down into the friendly dark basement, Stell.
Makes no difference to me.
There's candy down there.
As you were going down the stairs, you left the woman out at the front, and what the camera sees is she pushes the brick back in, waves, casts mending on the wall in order to restore the grout and the mortar, and then she appears in front of you down the stairs.
She did that without line of sight?
Uh-huh.
How'd she do that?
She might have line of sight. You don't even know what you can see.
Blind sense, maybe.
This way. She takes you down the stairs, and halfway down the stairs keep going down towards a room. You want to go all the way down. She pulls a brick on the wall, and a second door opens in the wall and heads into a room. Bottom of the stairs. There's an orb of annihilation down there, just in case someone gets through the first door.
I don't know what that is, but it sounds unpleasant.
It's very unpleasant. And she opens the door, and in here it's a very well-lit, well-appointed armory. There's bunks, barracks, there's a kitchen. You see everything you need in this one massive room. It looks like a conference hall.
Huh.
Everything is clean, spotless. Every shiny surface you can see a reflection in. This place has been mopped to a polish.
Oh, that's
janitorial work comes in handy, huh?
She chuckles a little bit. Yeah. And she waves her hand, and light is cast on the room. You guys can all see perfectly fine in here now.
Let's see.
Amber pulls out his sunglasses.
Associated
Welcome.
object.
How is it furnished?
It's very old furnishings. Everything in here is at least 200 years old. This place was built and established, equipped, and generally in place as a base back before Sweet August Rose's family was killed.
Does a teleportation spell give you the ability to create teleportation circles?
No, teleportation circle is another spell.
Yeah, it's a whole nother spell on its own.
Is it?
I think it's like level 3 or 4, I think. But you said it's an armory, so I'm guessing there's like a dagger here or something small.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll just take one and hand it to Echo. That way he can use. From my understanding, if he has something from the area, it helps.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Associated
associated object.
Yeah,
What is
because just a normal plain. I'm guessing 1d4 dagger, unless it's
Yep.
like they're all magic or something.
No, they are not all magical. These are mundane weapons for the most part. There's a couple magic ones, but they're all in cases.
Yeah. No, just it's been here. I'm guessing for a long time, so it's an associated object, so it should be able to let him get us back to this room. Anything about how to get to Malaja Rock. There we go.
I haven't been there. Long ways. Boat trip. She could probably find one of the teleportation circles. Say it's full of giants. Stories I hear. Say the entire continent of Earth used to be sky islands that crashed one upon the other.
Hi, people.
Right. Well, do you think the McCain brothers would be willing to help us overthrow Cervantes?
Doubtful, though. Make it worth their while. It's gonna be hard to do.
I don't suppose offering them a better ordeal than what they already have. I don't know if I would want to do that with them. They seem
good.
Well, if we kill them, maybe, but Cervantes, not them. But anyways, I just wanted to see what you knew about them. All right.
Just looking for better ships. It's to hunt.
Well, if they want a better way to hunt, they can just hire Brennan.
It's Brennan.
He's he's the handsome half human over there who doesn't talk a lot.
And steps back.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
I know I'm too much for you. Damn horny old lady.
Yeah.
Get out of my head.
All right. So now that we're here, I'm just going to ask the others. Okay, now that we've established this place as somewhere we can return to, where do you think we should head to next? I think I've done everything I can in the city for now.
Yeah, unfortunately, as much as I'd like to take out the McCain brothers, we're not in a position to do it anywhere around here.
I mean, admittedly, those eyes sound like powerful artifacts, and if they were lying about the name, they were probably lying about them being cursed as well.
I mean, they still could be cursed. They're the eyes of a god.
I mean, a god of knowledge doesn't sound very cursy.
I mean, it doesn't sound it, but...
Brendan shrugged his shoulders.
And I mean, after all, if imagine if we got both those eyes, and then we got 3 more sets of magic eyes, we'd have enough for everybody.
I think we need to focus more on the giant dragon and not gathering magic eyes.
I mean, I'm curious. You said the magic eyes would help with the hunt. which makes me curious what they actually do, because we could end up using them ourselves to help take out Vagardan.
That's true too.
I feel like if it would have been particularly useful for us for that, we would have known.
I mean, how many gods do you know about their eyes of?
True.
That confuses Brennan.
To be fair, I didn't really know the gods directly had eyes, so like at the same time, like I know they have eyes, but like I thought in that like metaphorical sense, not so much the physical, not like here's my hand fruit of an eye. You know what I mean? Like
The thing is, are we able to get there quickly in any sort of way? I asked Echo, like, because I'm
mean,
not really willing to spend months on a boat ride over there.
Yeah, I know. That's a problem. I mean, I don't have any way to get there unless I know unless there's a teleportation circle that I have access to. Yeah, it'd take a boat ride or research. I mean, if there's an established circle there, then maybe we could do that.
but there's an established circle there. Like that's not necessarily the hard part, but knowing what the circle looks like to use it. You know.
Why don't we go ahead and head back to our original destination? Let's deliver the flower bulbs. Let's do that. Let's do that next.
Okay, we can go talk to Mr. Verm. I guess if anyone wants to do any shopping while we're in Nasha, there's also that possibility as well. Though, to be honest, actually, I have a decent amount of gold, but we're not exactly swimming in it.
How far away is this land? Are we talking months or?
Yeah, the Malahaja Rock.
Yeah.
It's like, it's really far.
Yeah.
Eric, can you take us back to the map?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I was thinking about how long it would take a dragon to fly there, but
Yeah.
So here's the map once again.
It's further than your bricks. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a long ass way. So you guys are here in Bourbon, and Utherg is way over here. And Malasha Rock's on the far end of Utherg. You'd have to go around the majority of the island. Is its own continent.
Now show would probably also have libraries. We might be able to get some understanding of what these eyes actually do.
Shit, Mr. Verm might know. The guy seems to know frickin' everything.
He might.
Eric, where is the everlasting pinnacle?
Ooh! Okay.
Jesus. What are all these items you keep bringing up?
You guys are like, hey, look, Eric dropped lore names way back when and this and that, and everyone's like got their notebooks out tonight. Yep.
Yeah.
The last time you saw the Everlasting Pinnacle, it was right here between Ivrix, Ostrea, and Indosia.
Okay.
However, every map you've seen, it's missing.
Okay.
So in the middle of the blue waters is the last time you saw it.
That doesn't help a lot. Okay.
Nope. Sorry. That's one that you unfortunately don't get a lot from because of the memories.
Yeah, I knew to look for it.
Yep.
So yeah, let's go ahead and deliver the rose bulbs, and maybe we can get. I don't know. Maybe we can get on another path from there.
Right. I just turn to Ash Laurel and I give her a respectful bow. And I just say thank you for everything you've done. And I hope I live up to your expectations.
Try not to have any.
Well, then it should be fairly easy then.
Of course.
I'll be back. I promise.
Better. Been waiting a long time for this.
I swear, I'll make this city green again.
Nice.
You swear a lot about things.
Do I?
I don't think they have.
I mean, I
I
cursed
swear, I swear, Verm, I'll get you these.
I didn't swear. I just said I would.
I think you said you promised something. I don't remember.
No, I keep track of my promises. I promised Cecilia I would help her with anything for getting my sword back. All of you still have that favor, by the way. You haven't called it in. But yeah, I keep track of my favors.
I'm ready whenever you guys are.
Yeah, you know, if no one wants to say anything, let's go.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's see.
Yeah, try not to send us into some random city this time, Echo.
Do you want to cast a spell? I mean, you can cast it this time. So,
Eric, I would like to cast teleport.
Okay. You're gonna cast teleport?
Yeah,
Awesome.
with my
do we
20,
have
with my 14
do we
key.
have an associated object?
Any of the shit we bought probably counts.
I don't have anything from there, I don't think.
We have a million arrows of slang that we got from Judas. I've got some potions I got from that disgusting little goblin.
Oh, far bowlers.
Yeah, that'd be good.
That disgusting little goblin.
Actually, now that I'm looking at, none of my items actually come from Nausha.
Yeah.
Wait, no, the Dragonhide belt. I got that from Judith. Yeah. So, yeah, we have tons of stuff from Nausha.
Yeah, so it's a very familiar. So it's got a 75% chance, I think, to. Let's see, is that right? Yeah, that's 75% chance.
All right. And as teleport is cast, the 5 of you appear in a much more pleasant place. Where exactly did you teleport to?
Yeah, I was thinking about far bowlers.
Okay, you want to teleport?
Or close to. I mean, not inside the shop, but maybe outside
okay,
the shop.
Not, okay. I was going to give that guy a hard ass time. Oh, man. We were going to just... Yeah. Thank you for saving my voice. He's rough to play, just saying.
Yeah.
All right.
What do you want? Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so you are outside of the Farboiler's potion shop. Stell, there's a sign on the shop next to you. The iron fence around the landscaping has been bent and broken. The various tines, if they haven't been broken off, are bent so that they're no longer holding any of the plant life in. The vegetation is both dying and laying over the edge of the fence. The sign has been defaced. It once said far boilers. Someone has put a letter T in there, so it now reads fart boilers. This place looks nasty.
Yeah,
Why do we keep going to these dilapidated shacks and calling them shops?
Well, this was the one that's, you know, it's all sticky. Remember how you almost got stuck to the door handle?
Oh, it's the same one. I thought this was a different one.
The rude gnome, yeah. I think he's a gnome.
Yes.
Let's deliver your flowers.
Yes. Let us go deliver them to Mr. Verm and see what he has to say.
Okay. So you guys head down the street through the very busy town. As you do so, 2 Goliaths and a bugbear baby go walking past you. an owlin smiles, and their head turns to watch as you guys pass. It's that disconcerting owl turn where they keep walking forward and their head is looking backwards at you.
Are the two Goliaths and the baby doing the thing where they're holding one hand each and they're like swinging them as they're
Yes,
walking along?
and
What a cute
the
little
bugbear
family.
baby is not like their legs are skipping really long, because bugbears have these really long arms, and the 8-foot giants that are carrying it are dangling the baby between them like a long rope, and the baby's legs are just, taking long moon steps.
What a cute family.
Mm. Did we
Falling
get those...
behind, you see a half-orc in a red bandana, just kind of nervously looking around. Good.
What were you saying, Brennan?
Yeah, Brennan's staring at the owl, staring at him from behind. Is this the... I don't remember. Is this the place where I got those birds of slaying?
Yes.
Yeah.
Judith's, yes. Which is actually just down the road there.
Yeah, before we leave, let's stop in, see if I can get one or two more.
Sure.
Cool.
I mean, those things literally have saved our lives several times at this point.
Yep.
Yeah. I think anytime we're in the area, it's a good idea, I guess.
Okay. So, you guys head down to Bluebonnet Verm's reading. As you pull up to his shop, the ground outside is bare dirt. All the flower beds are completely dry. The soil is cracked. It's a pathetic sight out front of this beautiful shop.
I just shake my head because it's been like that for like a year almost now, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a shame. But I'm going to enter the shop.
Okay. You hear the bell jingle as you walk in, and Mr. Verm looks up from the front desk as he's reading a book. Ah, sweet August Rose. Welcome back. It's been a long time. How have your trips been? Huh, looks like you brought new friends.
Yeah, fruitful.
Hello.
Hello. My name is Mr. Verm, and you are...
Well, that would be Celebrate Grove.
Nice
A
to meet
pleasure.
your acquaintance, Stell Bright Grove. Are you traveling with the Sweet August Rose?
Yes. Yes, I am. I've been traveling with these guys for a couple months, I think. Weeks? Months? I don't know.
Time does fly. But how can I help you, Miss Rose?
Well, I've come here to fulfill something I promised, I think 6 months ago at this point. She says that she puts down her backpack and pulls out the wrapped package from the House of Tulips.
Okay, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
I am being very careful not to touch the thorns. Well,
Okay.
also, I'm immune to poison, so would that even
Yeah.
affect me?
In this case, yes.
Even these, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But if you
she's
avoid the
being-
thorns and you keep your
Yeah.
hands on the fabric, that's fine.
Yeah.
He takes them.
Uh,
Oh, wow, you actually went to it.
I did. I said I would fill your. Well, it's not going to fill, but I said I would provide you with tulips, and
Shh, one moment. Excuse me, we are closed for today. I will need each of you to leave quickly. Thank you.
Oh,
Please have a
I didn't
nice day. And a couple of elves walk out. Please lock the door, young man.
Which young man?
I don't care. Either one of the two of you would be delightful.
Amer goes and locks the door.
Thank you. So, tulips from the House of Tulips and Ivrix. amazing that you managed to acquire them. I trust that the price was not too expensive.
No, it wasn't expensive at all.
Indeed. That's strange. They usually charge immense amounts. How did you manage to acquire them?
She winces. Well, he never told me. I couldn't tell who he was. So she's just gonna sigh and just say, "I want this relationship to be based on honesty." I may have had to name drop you.
Oh. Well, that's understandable.
Yes. And once they heard that, they, in fact, were quite emphatic that I not pay anything. I was willing to work for them, but they said no.
A small smile breaks his normally reserved demeanor as he finds this funny that they would have that reaction. Interesting. I'm very glad. Glad that you didn't have to suffer any ill effects. These will do quite nicely. Yes. So, what do I owe you in return?
Well, I was hoping I could have your aid in taking back my family home.
Oh. So you are following through with the house's plans. Interesting. Last time we met, you didn't even know about them. Now you do. Excellent. You're growing as an agent.
Well, I mean, I don't mean to brag, but if I feel fairly strongly that if I was still back at the monastery, at this point I would be a candidate for mastery.
Perhaps not.
Based on what I've learned.
But I will be there. After all, the house would, of course, send me. But I can't get involved until the defenses of the Citadel are at least hampered. At least one wall will need to be shut down.
The ballista and the air defenses on top of it is what you mean?
Yes.
Okay. I think that's eminently doable.
Excellent.
I mean, looking back on the what I saw from where we were, I mean it's a really big castle. But like how many fortifications were on top? Like did it look like how many like siege weaponry were on top of the wall there?
From what you saw, there were a couple of ballista that looked like they could easily be taken out from below. But from what his impression that he's giving to you is that there are defenses that are not attackable from outside on the inside that can shoot out. So below the wall level.
Oh, so they're not on top of the wall. They're okay.
Right.
All right.
Which prevents people from doing exactly what you're trying to do.
Well,
Yeah.
getting on top of the castle shouldn't be very hard for a group as mobile as ours. But yeah, it's just yeah. She's just considering that and just said, of course. I mean, when I say you, I don't mean you specifically. I was just hoping for any help the Reston branch may be willing to offer in this endeavor. I've already spoken to Ash Laurel, and she's gathering information or more information.
I may have some new resources soon, and I'll make sure that they get involved.
Excellent.
Yes.
Hopefully we'll be able to pull off a coordinated strike, not unlike what he did to my family.
How is Laurel, by the way? I haven't seen her in a very long time.
She seems like a fairly odd duck, whispering all the time, teleporting to and fro.
Hasn't changed. Excellent. Good to hear that she hasn't.
Yeah,
Is she as lovely as she used to be?
didn't want to let down her hood.
Oh, that's
She didn't give me
definitely
a
Laurel.
good. Yeah, I guess she's shy.
You don't remember her from when you were a child?
Would I?
Oh, perhaps. Perhaps not. Roll your history check.
Like
It's Eric laughs.
God, man, I am just the last 2 sessions. You know what? I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna go to my Stone of Chronicles.
Okay. Remember
I
Stone of
dumped all
Chronicles?
my-
Yeah, that's true. You dumped all your
I've dumped
memories.
all
in
my memories into it.
there. Yeah. Okay. As
Admittedly,
you...
I started off at like year 130, but you know it's.
Yeah. Because you dumped at 130, no, you would not recall Echelon.
Oh, it's too
Too
it's
early.
too vague. Yeah.
Yeah. She was there much, much younger.
Well, no,
So-
when I say started a year, when I put the memories
Right.
into the stone, I was 130. All this happened like a century prior.
Right.
But yeah, the memories in the stone are affected by what you remember when you put them into the stone.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. What memories do you want to include?
Oh no, like she's yeah. So okay. But she nods and just says, thank you, Verm. Your assistance is appreciated. And like I said, I'll take any help I can get. I'm hoping that this will be the start of a fruitful friendship.
That would be nice.
In addition, since you seem to be the most knowledgeable, one of the most knowledgeable people I've ever met,
Oh, that's very kind.
would you happen to know a way to get to Malaja Rock?
Malaja Rock in Uthurg. Oh, goodness.
Yes.
I haven't been, but I may have a contact who you could speak to who would know. She's here in town and owns a shop just down the street. It's a woman by the name of Judith. She runs the Intricacies and Oddities.
Oh yeah, we've met.
She's quite knowledgeable about that part of the world.
Well, we were gonna just go buy some arrows from her right after we finished talking to you, so maybe she can help us out.
I encourage you to ask the question and be humble in the way you do so.
Humble. Well, right. That's not too hard.
After all, Judith is much more than she seems.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
We figured that part out last one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's some kind of dragon, like a big one, like a really, really big, powerful dragon.
Would be an interesting summation.
Yeah, she. When I mentioned hunting dragons, she got really, really mad, and she did that thing that dragons do where they get really scary.
Yes.
Yeah. Very odd. Her and that little dwarf that's with her.
Oh, Borges, yes. Borges is a delight. He and I have bowled in the park occasionally. Time to time.
Yeah, he seems like a funny guy, except when you mention hunting dragons, and then he gets all mad.
He takes that very personal, yes. Something about his history. We try not to broach the subject often.
Well, I learned my lesson. I won't bring it up. But yes, we'll go talk to her. I don't believe there's anything else I have to talk to you about.
Before, do you happen to have any books on the God of Knowledge?
Oh, Kyofu.
Yes.
A couple, yes. Why? What exactly did you want to know?
I want to know about his eyes.
About his eyes? Such a strange topic. Don't have anything specifically about his eyes, but perhaps a little bit of reading might provide some more insight. This way, and he walks down an aisle, toddling along, and gets down to the end of the aisle to the K section and down to Y, and pulls out Book of the Faith of Kyofu. This is a book that I read and I kept around for some reason. I'm not exactly sure why. But here you go. My compliments as thanks for the bulbs, of course.
Yeah, you should be able to grow a whole new patch just from those 2 bulbs.
As long as I'm careful and don't have any influence from a certain set of individuals that I've sent far, far away, I trust that that's true.
Yeah. So out of character, there was 2 separate groups that messed up his garden, right?
Yup. And a third that tried to fix it and made it worse.
Yeah, and then I tried to fix it, and it was so bad, like I couldn't grow anything.
Yeah. Four
Even with
different
my magic
groups
staff,
yeah, 4 groups have tried to correct the issue, and you're the first one to bring back bulbs, which is great.
I tried to just use a magic staff to make flowers in there, but like normal flowers, but it's not the same.
Yeah, no, not the same, and it's the magics that the other groups used really screwed up that patch of ground.
He just has to just get a whole new dirt, basically.
Yeah, he's gonna have to dig it all out and restart, which is actually happening in my front yard right now. So anyway,
yay! Yeah. So yeah.
Anything else you need from Mr. Verm?
No, and not that I can think of at the moment. But
Okay.
I just tell him I will endeavor to lower the defenses on one of the walls. We'll keep you updated on any developments. But thank you for aiding me in this.
Should we not see each other before the assault on the Citadel happens, then use a sending. Contact me, and I'll be there as quickly as possible.
I'll endeavor to give you, as much of a heads up as I can.
Thank you. Oh, have a nice day.
Have a nice day, Mr. Verm. And I say as I'll give him another bow and exit the store.
Awesome. Well, you guys unlock the door and head out into the town. What would you like to do? Where would you like to go?
Well, in the interest of getting this rodeo moving, I guess we'll head over to Judas.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So, as you walk over to Judas, Intricacies and Oddities, the clean orange building with crystalline windows that shine in the sun, you walk in. As the bell jingles cheerfully over the door, you smell apples and cinnamon from candles. And you are greeted by the woman. Good day. Welcome back. It's been quite a while. How can I help you today?
And look over at Brennan.
Yeah. Brennan will walk up and pull out one of the arrows of slaying out of character, not knowing what it means. It says, Do you have more of these?
I do. Yes. Those are 600 gold each.
It's a freaking bargain.
This way. And she will walk down a couple of aisles to the ammunition section, which is just an entire aisle of various crossbow bolts, arrows, ballista bolts. There's slingshot bullets, everything in here. And she goes down to one of the cases on the wall and it's locked. She unlocks it, opens it up, and pulls out an arrow of slaying. There's a whole bunch in there.
Brennan looks at her and says, not really good with money. How much can I get for 6,000 gold?
10. And I'll give you one extra as a frequent purchaser.
For buying in bulk.
For buying in bulk, yes. So you can get 11 arrows of slaying for 6,000 gold.
Okay, Brennan's gonna do that. He'll take them all up and smile very happily, mosey on up to the front.
Cool. She goes with you, and would you like a quiver for those?
And it says, "No, I'm all set, thank you."
Absolutely. Is there anything else I can get the rest of you?
Amer goes, I would like 10 beads of fireball, please.
10 beads of fireball. Oh, goodness.
Don't you already have a whole necklace?
I mean, I've got a fair amount, but I have a plan.
Very well.
Later, I'm gonna need a small barrel, but I don't need the barrel yet.
Yeah, she walks you down towards a consumable section, and there is a large barrel of beads of fireball. And she'll extract 10 out of the thousands that are in there.
Jesus.
She threads them onto a small wire and offers it to you. That'll be 3,000 gold.
Rumor hands her 3,000 gold.
Thank you.
He looks at Rose and goes, well, thinking about taking care of some of these defenses and stuff, a nice little fireball bomb would definitely help.
Oh, no. I've had the same idea for a long time. I say as I touch the necklace of fireballs I have around my neck. Oh yeah, I'm glad we're thinking on the same wavelength, Amer. Go ahead, Echo.
Judith, have you heard of the Eye of Kydron, or maybe it's the Eye of Kyofu instead?
Kyofu.
I have.
Well, yeah, I'm not sure which name it actually is most accurate.
Interesting.
It's the Eye of Kofu. It's Kydron's alive. I'm pretty sure he still has his eyes.
She opens the door, and Borges, the black dwarf, and I do mean black dwarf, not like melanin, he's obsidian. He comes out and sets up a small table and starts pouring tea as she sits down in a folding chair and offers you guys folding chairs as well.
Oh, yeah.
Amer will take a seat as he's reading his book.
Yeah, I'll take a seat as well.
There's a basket of teas. Choose whichever you'd like. Thank you, Borges. Now, the Eyes of Kyofu. Ancient relics of a god of knowledge. They say that one eye gives knowledge and the other takes it away. They're supposed to be held on a old sky island from way before the worlds fell. Temple of Kyofu was on the third highest one that crashed into a third. It's very deep. Very deep, very treacherous place.
Which eye does which?
I'm not sure. After all, it's been a very long time, and the legends, well, they're not exactly clear.
Though I imagine if you grab both of them at the same time, they would cancel out.
One would think. I wouldn't know, of course. However, what I do know is that they are very valuable. And should you acquire one, I would pay handsomely for it. Are you going in search of them? And she looks at you guys knowingly that if you're asking about this, you're probably going for it.
Yes.
We're definitely picking up information at the very least.
Well, Kyofu's the god of knowledge. I'm sure you know that if you're already investigating the eyes. He enjoys puzzles and traps, codes and enigmas. The place is a labyrinth of danger. Magical traps, mechanical, chemical, biological, monstrous. You'll find everything in there. He's very creative and finds the entrapment of others to be delightful as he releases them outside the temple should they fail, allowing them to gain knowledge and try once again.
Interesting.
That's very generous.
It sounds fun. That's what it sounds like.
Of course, the puzzles and traps change occasionally, but that's Kyofu for you. He's out for the sake of knowledge itself.
And I suppose the eyes are the bait to lure people into this.
Well, partially. You see, the eyes reside in the treasury, which is, of course, full of coins and magic items and gems and objects of immense value.
I do need the money.
Don't we all?
I'm more interested in the knowledge.
Oh, that
The
is power
knowledge
too.
is powerful, yes. But should you manage to acquire any of the treasures from the Temple of Kyofu, I would pay handsomely for them.
You don't mind if we use them first?
Oh, of course not, as long as they're not consumed in the process.
Well, you can't buy something if it's gone.
Precisely.
Judith, while we do know the rough location of this temple, we have no way of getting to Malaja Rock. I did it. I said it right. No way of getting to Malaja Rock in any sort of expedient time. Do you happen to know of a teleportation circle in the area?
He smiles very sweetly, almost like she's trying to hide a bit of oh, let's see, a bit of story would be a good way to put it. But she fails in this case. I may not know, but Borges here. Borges knows, don't you, dear? Borges just snorts. Course, like I wouldn't know a teleportation circle in Giant's City. Of course I know. And he walks over and starts drawing a magic circle on a piece of paper for you. He hands it to Judith. There. I think that's the one. I might have got one or two glyphs wrong. It'll get you at least to the area.
Yeah, is just Judith holding on to that circle?
Yeah, at the moment.
Yeah. Judith, may we please have that teleportation circle so that we can hopefully get to Malaja Rock faster than before the end of this year.
Oh, well, I'm sure that you can. The question is it valuable to you?
It is.
So, I'm sure we can negotiate a deal.
Well, the thing is, Judith, honestly, I think I can say this without any exaggeration or hyperbole. I think you're probably one of the richest beings I know. Or wealthiest beings I know. So I struggle to think of what I could give you other than gold. But if you're willing to make a suggestion, I'm more than happy to hear it.
Well, with the promise that you'll bring me back something from the Temple of Kyofu that is worth the teleportation address at least, I'll gladly share.
I look over at the others and I just say, well, the only thing that we know of that for sure that's there is the eyes.
I don't have a problem with that. I imagine there's a lot more there than just the eyes.
I have no problem with that either. Yeah, we can make that promise. We'll give you a item from whatever we find in there.
Excellent. Here you go. And she hands you the piece of paper with the teleportation circle address to Malasha Rock. As best as Borges was able to draw it.
Right.
Maybe he was so inaccurate. It doesn't take us to Malaja Rock. It takes us to the temple. Yeah, it might work out in our favor. Who knows? Like it just teleports us right outside the front door. All right. I look at the others and I just say, well, is there anything else any of you would like to do while we're here? Well, I guess we have to wait for you to recharge, huh, Echo?
Yeah, we may want to see about buying some scrolls. If we could buy some scrolls of teleportation, that would come in handy.
Of course. I do sell them, of course.
How much are they?
Let me get that for you. Level 7 scroll is 2,600 gold.
Hi, Hector.
Let's see. Good grief, 26.
Yeah, it's a 7th level spell.
Yeah, it's really powerful.
Okay.
You're sending 5 people across the world, skipping months and months of travel. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get 2 of them.
All right. That'll be 5,200 gold. Borges, would you mind coding those for me, dear? Fine. He goes in and gets the scrolls and brings them back, and you guys can do the exchange. Okay. 5,200 gold. And you add 2 scrolls of teleport to your character sheet.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, I'm going to ask her. I'm going to, it doesn't hurt to ask, I suppose, while I'm here. I'll take off the ring of protection and I just say, this has served me really well for a long time. But it's, do you know of anything like this except just stronger? Like,
not in my inventory, unfortunately. I have heard of one being off in the sea. She looks meaningfully at Echo Rex. It was in the center of the blue waters a very long time ago.
What is that, Rose?
just this ring of protection that's, I was hoping for something that's basically the exact same thing except stronger.
Yeah, I know.
I was wondering if
they're game breaking.
I mean, why do you think I'm asking, Eric? But yeah, she was just saying.
Find some rabbit named Rifer Ironforge and rob him.
Yeah, does he what? He has a ring of protection +2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rifer.
I was just seeing if that such a thing existed. Like,
they do exist, but she doesn't have one. Yep.
What about? I gesture at the bracer. What about these? This thing, except stronger.
I have seen those. Let me see if I can acquire one. Next time you visit, I should have one.
Really? Oh.
I have a friend who owes me a favor.
Oh. Well, that's good. How much would a special order like that cost? Just out of curiosity. Ballpark. I know you can't just list off a price right now.
Well, I would have to. Of course, they're expensive. I believe they cost about 18,000 gold.
Oh, with the trade-in, and then what I have
would be about 12.
The trade-in would be 12,000 gold just for the normal bracers.
The normal is 6,000, and I'd give you the retail for that.
Okay, and then I have another 14,000, and then presumably I'll be able to, if we're able to conquer this dungeon, I'll have some more cash available. I think I should be able to cover that.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you, Judith. I actually, that was just a Hail Mary question on my part, but I'm glad you were able to help me out with this.
Of course. Very well. It was a delightful tea. Is there anything else that I can provide the rest of you from my shop? He looks at Stell and Echo, Aimer.
Well, I gotta get more
saving
money for that, you know.
Yeah, that last place we were in kind of burned through our reserves pretty badly. I think we lost money at the place where the wind blows.
I'm just smiling.
In terms of the resources we used, yeah.
At the place that blows. Yeah.
Yeah.
The place that blows.
Yeah.
Stell, did you need anything from the magic shop?
Nothing I can afford right now.
Okay. Very well. Have a wonderful time, and best of luck in Rock. Remember, the place is full of giants, and political intrigue is the order of the day. So be careful what you do and who you speak to. I would recommend visiting the Happy Hatchet as a reputable small establishment. Hatchet is, while not the smartest individual, quite nice.
Hey, don't talk about Troy like. Wait, no, Happy Hatchet. That's the inn, right? Don't
Right.
talk about Hank like that.
His name's Hatchet.
Is there a teleportation circle in the city here? I mean, surely there is somewhere.
Yes.
That way we could stop teleporting in the middle of the square and scaring all these poor people.
She looks up and down the street. Yes, there is. I'm afraid you'd have to contact one of the local constabulary to use it, though.
Easier if I could make my own. Okay.
I'm sure that if you were to approach any of those vigilantes with those fancy cloaks, they would more than willingly oblige you.
Okay. Okay. She talking about the purple dragons?
No, that's Cormier in Faerun.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's talking about the Basil's
cloaks.
bros.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right. Have a wonderful day. And she will head on to her shop, followed by Borges, who cleans up the mess, folds the chairs, folds the tables, puts away the tea set, gets everything all set up, and catches Aimer stealing an extra sweet.
Yeah, let's see if we can get a hold of one of these blue cloaks.
That's easy enough. You see
everywhere.
Ronaldus Basil walking down the street.
Okay, Aimer. Just try not to get mad, okay?
So, hey Basil. So we
Yes.
we were told there's a teleportation circle here in the city that we could use.
Of course.
Is that right?
I'm sorry. I think I remember you. You are the kobold, correct?
Right, the gold cobalt.
He had an idea. The gears actually turned, guys.
Oh, as a question, young man, does the kobold have jaundice? His eyes seem to have gone yellow.
Oh yeah. No, that is a maturing feature of kobolds. Gold kobolds.
Oh, very well. It's nice to make your acquaintance, elder. Come with me. What exactly can I assist you with today?
We want to return to this fine city sometime, and we would like to do it by teleportation circle.
That way we can, that way we can stop teleporting into the middle of Market Square.
Yes, that is preferential to disturbing the citizenry. After all, I have to then smooth things over with everybody. This way, I assume you have payment for the address, of course, because we do charge for the address, you understand?
How much do you charge?
A measly sum of 550 gold.
Yeah.
Is that a lifetime user agreement or some sort of?
It's the address.
Yeah.
Not privy to the details of that. After all, I'm not the one who cast it, but I manage. This way. And he continues striding, clip, clop, clip, clop, all the way towards a very large, fancy tower. The tower is made of white marble. There are blue banners at the top and blue hangings coming down the side. They're completely ornament-free. You get the distinct impression this is headquarters for the Blue Cloaks. He opens the bright silver door. Oh, right in here, please. And you guys walk in. It's a long hallway. Good 250 feet long. On the sides, there are sculptures of past heroes of the city. The place is immaculate, spotless. You see various aspirants and trainees, squires in the area, currently going through and making sure that everything is absolutely perfect. The various heroes in the area are all in heroic poses. Many of them look similar to Basil, but there are various races in there as well. Some elves, a minotaur. You'll notice a couple familiar faces you've seen around town that don't give their names out and are ostentatious, but they're around. As you pass through this on this blue carpet down the center, make your way to the very end, where he will turn left on another blue carpet and take you down another corridor, through another set of doors. Continuing on, turns right and goes to a desk, and beyond the desk you can see a very large teleportation circle. It's easily 40 feet in diameter. Whatever this circle is capable of teleporting is massive. In front of it, there is a individual dressed in very beautiful angelic armor. Their hair is blowing in an unfelt wind. Gold. Her eyes look up, and her eyes are gold and shining with golden flames. He looks up at you guys. Hello, Basil. How's it going? Guests for the circle? Yes? These are here to learn the address in order to utilize the circle. Of course, you'll need to register in order to use the circle without prosecution. Here you go. Please make yourselves comfortable. Ilana will help you. And Ronaldus Basil will turn on his heel and clip-clop away.
See,
I'm gonna glue that man's cloak to the ground one day. I'm telling you right now.
he's not that bad. I don't understand why you hate him so much.
Ilana is the name that you were given. I will. That's for you.
Like I said, if I ever see him sitting down somewhere, I'm taping him his existence there. I'm gonna go buy. I'll buy sovereign glue immediately.
Yeah, I thought you already used up your sovereign glue. Yeah.
I can go buy more.
But yes, we were told that I guess registering to use this circle costs 550 gold.
He's incorrect. You're free to register. Feel free. And she opens a very pretty book. The cover is ornately carved. There's gemstones in it. You can tell that this book is actually enchanted. Opens the book and flips a couple of pages and signs her name as a notary would, and then awaits your signatures.
Yeah,
Is it
go,
okay?
Sonny.
Yeah, is it okay if we register as under the group name, or
I
does
would
it have
need
to
you
be
to register as
individual
individuals because the circle filters based off of the tome.
Ah, I see. Okay.
It's how we prevent anyone who gets the address without registering from utilizing the circle.
Of course. Well, yeah. After Echo, she'll take the quill and just write in Sweet August Rose.
Okay. Does everyone sign the book?
Yep. Amer will sign the book.
All right.
I will
Brennan-
sign.
Okay. Very well. And then she re-signs. So there's a signature of hers above and below your signatures. And as she does so, all the signatures glow gold for a moment and then fade into a very shiny, gloss protected section of the tome. You may now use the teleportation circle here in the Blue Cloak Tower of Nausea at will. Have a wonderful time. Of course, you'll need to be able to teleport, but you'll be able to circumvent any mishaps by teleporting here.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, we don't want any repeats of what happened last time.
Remember,
And here
That
I
only
will.
registered
that worked
people
out.
can make it here.
Yeah, that worked out for us. So,
It's fair enough, yeah.
all right, let's go find a place for the night, and then we can hit Malaja Rock or whatever tomorrow.
Well, yeah. We can just go to any inn nearby.
Go to B&G's. You guys can go figure out the rest of what you're doing.
All right.
What else do we want to do other than? I mean, this is. Yeah, I don't. This scavenger hunt here we're going on. Is there anything else? I mean, I know Amer's got some stuff he needs to do, and Rose, I know you still have some stuff you want to do. Is there any other trips we want to make? We need to schedule and plan for.
Not that I'm aware of at the moment. This seems to be the best lead. An eye that gives you all knowledge would be extremely helpful in planning out an assassination.
Yeah,
I think they're interested in. I think they're interested in the eye that makes you forget stuff.
That too.
or both.
Yeah.
No, they only wanted one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They wanted the right one, not the left one.
Hopefully, we'll be able to tell which one's which when we find them.
I think I've got a plan for that.
All right. Well, in the meantime, if we do find an inn, I'm not going to do any carousing or anything. I'm just going to pass the long rest quietly, uneventfully.
Okay. Cool. So,
There's something Amer wants to do here, but I'm not sure if now
What's
is
Amer
time.
doing?
First, I'm gonna ask, like, are we planning? When are we planning on coming back to Nausea?
I mean, we come here fairly often, to be honest.
Yes.
We'll be back.
Because what I need to do here next is, well, it could be fairly risky. So.
What's your plan?
Well, some of the guys here might remember. But you know that inn we went to? Not really an inn, but a bar. It was very, very tucked behind a corner. And the door closed behind us and we were at a table by ourselves.
Yes, the chicken
Kinda?
wing incident. I remember that.
No, I don't.
No, it was before you were here still. That's actually shortly after Brennan joined us. That was, I believe, the first time he almost pissed on us from the ceiling.
Yes.
There's the alleyway. Yeah.
So
He remembers exactly each and every incident.
so there you can also acquire knowledge for a price.
Yes, there was that woman who was able to vanish in the dark.
Yes. The problem is that the knowledge that I'm wanting might have quite the price.
What knowledge do you want?
Amer kind of chuckles and he pauses for a moment. He's like, I want the true name of an archfey.
Well, getting that information would definitely be pretty hard, but I mean, I don't want to tell you how to do your accomplish your objectives, but I think a magical god eye that provides all knowledge has a better chance of giving you that information than some skeevy lady behind a a bar in an alleyway.
True, but that's not nearly that's not nearly as much fun roleplay.
What? What are you talking about?
Oh, don't worry about it. It's something I read in a book or something one time.
Oh,
But
What is that?
we can
Humans
go-
and
we can go-
Taxes, right?
Exactly. Yeah, that one.
Humans and resources.
Humans and Resources. All right. Yeah. Humans and
Oh.
Resources. Damn. So you want to go down the
but
alley, Aimer? By yourself?
Not yet. Aimer is I'm not sure about the price. He's not sure how to get out of the building. But
I mean, it's the time to do it, isn't it? Or you want to come back and do it?
Man, let's time to do it.
We're probably going to be a lot more flush with resources after we complete this dungeon.
Well, they don't always charge gold. But Aimer will wander down that alley.
Okay.
By himself.
As you go down the alley by yourself, after having taken your bath of B's and G's, which cost you 2 gold.
Oh, and he got the full meal deal.
Oh, the full meal deal, so the 10 gold.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right. As you walk down the alley, at the end of the alley, there's a figure dressed in a white robe, the white hood. He looks like this.
You want to talk about my phone?
Oh yeah, that Kenkaku. That's right.
Is this over here?
Yeah, he was there last time.
Right here. No.
As you approach, he looks at you.
Oh, there it is. Sorry. A neighbor looks at him and goes, "Hello again."
Hello again.
Can I go inside?
You can go inside.
I
And
couldn't remember if Hammer's like I couldn't remember if there was a secret password or something.
the figure looks at you with that beak sticking out from under the hood. He nods, pulls a section of the wall to the side. The hinge opens and the door slides to the side, allowing you access to a dark room. Have a nice day. And you go inside?
Yep.
All right. Inside is a table with a light shining down upon it.
Hammer will go take the same seat he took last time.
Okay. Door closes behind you.
Yep. He'll kind of like wait, like. So do I don't remember if I had to ask the question first, or when you guys come out here and talk to me, are you gonna like sit in the shadows and throw more daggers at a map? I mean, that was kind of dramatic last time. I'm not gonna lie.
It was pretty cool though.
That's cool.
Samuel will sit there for a minute and goes, "Well, the information I'm looking for is the true name of an archfey."
There's silence.
Now, before I ask who it is and, cement myself to the price, what's the going rate for information of this caliber?
There's silence.
Okay, better question. Can you even get the information of this caliber?
Silence is deafening. No one has responded to these questions.
Is anyone home?
Do I know? Wait, is there anyone in here at all?
Are you with him, Stell? Did you go and take a bath?
Oh.
And did you follow Aimer?
Never mind.
If you followed Aimer, I'm cool with it. I'm absolutely cool with it. I would love for you to be there because this is awesome. Do you want to be there?
Sure.
Okay. Aber, would you have allowed Stealth to follow you here?
Yeah. Aber
Okay.
wouldn't even notice the spell until he got to Kenku. It was like, oh, hey. Yeah, this might be relevant to you as well.
Yeah, I heard you saying something about an archfey, and I figured I should follow along.
Yeah, you know. They tell you they can pretty much figure out anything here, but they don't ever tell you what the price is. So it's always interesting.
They're not really telling you much of anything.
No, not yet. But let's spice it up a little bit here.
Can I think about what's going on here that might have them so silent?
Roll an insight check to understand how the black market underworld works.
Oh.
With an 11, no.
That is unfortunate. I have a +9 in that.
Yeah, you rolled a 2, unfortunately.
That's awesome.
But it also speaks to, like, the story are being told by the dice is being told by the dice here because, frankly, Stell's a very naive fairy and probably doesn't have a lot of dealings with the underbelly of the mortal planes.
She doesn't have much dealing with the mortal plane in general. She's only been here for like 2 years.
Right. So seeing this side of it, that kind of makes sense.
Mm-hmm. I thought there might have been some Fey trickery afoot when it came to this information.
I will tell you that there is a Fey magic going on in the room. And that Fey magic is actually shadow-based from the Shantara Grove. And I will put that in chat for you.
Oh, and I just innately get a feel for that?
Yep.
No Arcana check, no nothing?
Nope. Because Shantara Grove is some...
Can I Arcana check to inquire more?
Sure. This actually be a history, not Arcana.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I have a 1 in that, so...
A 9 is enough to at least get a picture. So, give just a moment here. Need to pull up Shantara Grove for you guys, because you guys are like, hey, we're going to do more. Alright, so Shantara Grove. Shantara Grove. Shantara Grove is a place that used to be a beautiful island. They say used to be until it turned into this. That's the Shantara Grove Island.
Like this? This bit right here?
That is Shantara Grove.
Oh, my favorite, the Void.
No, it has been taken over by shadows. Not Void. It is where the shadows go. The material plane, people aren't afraid of the dark. They think it's the dark. What they're really afraid of is where the Shantara Grove leaks into the material plane from time to time.
And some of their magic is here.
Yes, in this room. That's what's causing the darkness, not the absence of light.
Got it. Oh, so wait, how dark are we talking here?
You cannot see the walls. Aimer cannot see the walls. You can see the table in the center that has light on it. But who knows what's in there? The dark.
Wait. Okay, so this is magical darkness, but there is that little bit of light that shows?
Just on that table. Yep.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. All right. We're going to take you guys away from this image. But yeah, the boogeyman? Yeah, he's afraid of Shantara Grove.
Nice.
John Wick is afraid of Shantara Grove.
Okay, let's not say
John Wick's afraid of nothing.
Let's not say all that. Let's not say all that.
The last group that went to Shantara Grove, yeah, they had a real hard time. It's fun. Anyway. So, you sit in a dark room with a table that has light on it. What would you like to do? And you're there with Stell.
Is there anyone else here?
Oh, there's people here. There's always people here. Now, you can see them when they decide to show themselves. They, like I said, they love to be dramatic.
I see. Then do we just
Um,
have to wait, or?
No, they're waiting for me to get to the point. I guess I will now. Amer goes and he looks at the walls around him and kind of looks around the room. He's like, I wish to know the true name of Zoran Keltris.
Ooh. Oh, man. You're going to go down this path, huh? All right. All right. Thanks, Joe.
Well, you know,
let's see here. How do I want to handle this?
Yeah,
okay.
There's more than one way to open a can.
Right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How would they respond in this setting? Who would respond in this setting?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I actually have to pull up a resource that I did not expect to need to pull up today. One moment. Give me a moment to actually get this. Where is that? That is almost there, guys. I apologize for this delay. This threw me for a little bit of a loop. So, you're asking for the true name of Zoran Keltris. Alright.
Oh man, it sucks that we don't use physicals for this. I'm just rolling my physical for fun, and I just got a 17, a 19, a 17, and an 18.
There are physical dice that are coming out from Kickstarter called Pixel Dice that allow you to roll your physical dice, and they're Bluetooth connected, and they're Roll20.
Man, they've been working on those for like 3 years.
Oh, that's so sick. Are you kidding?
Wish they would. Hey, they're better than you think they are. No, they're better than he's explaining. They're fantastic.
Yeah. Like you can customize the colors, like you customize the colored lights, you customize everything about them.
That's cool.
Oh, link that to me.
The problem is the Kickstarter. They haven't even delivered on the Kickstarter yet. So I mean, it's like
yes,
2
they
more
have.
years before you'll be able.
No, I get my dice next month.
Oh, you suck.
Oh,
okay.
No.
That sounds so cool. Oh, I've
been watching them. I've been wanting those dice for like 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, link me first chance you get, because oh my god, that sounds awesome.
Yeah. Here we go. I will go ahead and here we go.
Although I'm not sure if my computer. Yeah, it does. Okay.
You can get a Bluetooth dongle for your computer for like $6.
Nah. Okay, that sounds so cool. Oh
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, I will link those. Okay, so back to the roleplay here. As you ask that question, a bag clatters onto the table. You hear 2 things inside the bag roll around and stop.
Amer will pick up the bag and see what's inside of it.
You look inside and you see 2 eyes. They appear to be made of glass or crystal. I linked the dice in Roll20 in Discord for later.
Can I roll an insight to see what they're trying to say here?
Yeah, roll your insight, absolutely. The 24, investigating these orbs is your best bet. Finding out about these will give you the true name. With the 24, these used to belong to Zoran Keltris.
Interesting. Amer takes his absolutely ostentatious hat that he bought with its fancy plume
Huh?
and puts it on his head and goes, well, I somehow doubt I'm getting these for free. Do they say anything or do anything here?
Amer's nervously looking around.
He's kind of looking around. He put his hat on.
Yeah,
because
he put his hat
to
on.
be himself, and he is kind of looking around the room to see what the reaction is here.
Since when
There's
did you
no
have
reaction.
that hat?
I bought it when we were in Bourbon.
Huh.
No reaction. No sign of anything. There's been no sign of interaction from anything in this room except for the bag with the 2 glass eyes hitting the table.
This place is always weird still. Well, Amer then gets up and moves back to where the door was.
Door doesn't open.
I figured it wouldn't. So, what do you guys want?
There's no response.
I think.
What do you think, Still?
Actually, I probably
Good.
know at least of Zoran Keltris a bit, right? Do I know like? his
Yeah, you would know
respect-
of them. They are a
What's his respective court?
yeah, the
Nightmares.
Court of Dreams.
Yeah.
Oh. Wait, that's my thing. Or
Uh-huh.
at least
His
I
is-
think.
His is more specifically nightmares to be exact.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, but given I'm Dreams Druid, might I know something?
Exactly. You would
I
know.
know anything here? Should I roll something or what?
Roll a history check. Sure.
My history of 1 is not going to help, but I
Oh,
will.
it's worth a shot. Never
Mhm.
know. I appreciate
No.
it. So,
No.
the basics of the information you would know about Zoran Keltris is he is the Archfey of Nightmares and has a house somewhere in the swamps of the Fey Realms. Which swamp? That's hard to tell, but it's out there.
is there any magic that comes off of these eyes?
Yes. I'm going to make you roll detect
Well,
magic or
Amer-
anything. Yes.
Amer's gonna as he's waiting for something, he's gonna cast Identify.
Okay. I'm going to cast Identify. Awesome. Go ahead and get those for you here. Oh, I'm just going to display in virtual tabletop for you.
That's fine. Ah, the hag eyes. Interesting.
What would you like to do, Amer? Still?
Hmm.
Well, I'm thinking
trying,
about it.
I'm just trying to think if Zoran Keltris has any connection to the Shantra Grove at all. Do I know if the Dreams / Nightmares Court has any connection to the Shantra Grove?
Roll an insight check.
Okay.
Yes,
Oh, wait.
there is a direct connection between the two of them. Zoran
Okay.
Keltris is directly involved with the not the creation, but the influential forces that created the Shintara Grove.
Got it.
So
Amor,
he's associated with them.
I feel like they're not gonna be coming out. And I feel like you don't plan on that door opening.
Well, that very well could be.
The darkness here, I can tell, has connections to a certain area in the Fey Realms. The Chandra Grove specifically, I believe. Which... You said you were looking for Zoran and his information?
Well, I know where to find Zoran. That part's not hard. His swamp is ugly, smelly, and you can see it from miles off.
Well, I mean, you're looking for his name for a reason.
It's mostly because he keeps coming up to me and goes, "Oh, I know your name," and like acting all high and mighty, and I want him to chew on his own words a little bit.
That's really the whole reason you came down here?
I mean, mostly.
Feels like if any... I feel like this area has ties to him in a sort of subsidiary way.
I mean, it might. Last time I was here, though, they did give me information about some of his activities. So I'm not sure how it all
strange, then.
all plays a part in it at itself, you know?
Wait a minute. Let me check something. Druid spells. Do I get? Damn it. Never mind. I don't. Druid does not learn True Seeing. My bad. Okay.
Amber goes, sits back down at the table.
Okay.
He goes, hey Snow, would you like a drink?
Are there drinks here?
There usually is. You're usually gonna say what you want. I think last time I asked for a bottle of rum and it showed up on the table. But I have my own as well.
I mean, you should maybe try asking for something to see if they respond to that.
You know, again, they like being dramatic. They'll eventually tell me what they want, or what they expect of me, or we'll sit here for a long time. Amber pulls out a bottle of Rathis wine that he has, and a chalice from his haversack, and he pours himself a glass of wine and starts sipping on it.
Okay. As you're sipping on the glass of wine, and you guys are just being patient, eventually you'll hear a rap of knuckles on wood.
It's coming from the door or elsewhere?
From the table in front of you.
Like on the top of the table?
Yep.
Okay, I look towards the knocking.
You expect... you looked at the knocking, there's nothing there. Notably, there's nothing on the table. With your passive insight, Amor has not paid for the hag eyes.
He's not paid for the hag eyes?
I know, I'm asking what the price is.
They don't ever tell you. You know that.
I'm banding last time.
No, they're not telling you. So, you guys can wait here, but you're not leaving until you pay for the hag eyes, and you need to offer something to them.
Actually, you know, this will be funny.
Okay.
Amor reaches into his bag and pulls out a bottle. And in the bottle are Echo's left and right eye.
Okay.
Don't do that.
Why not?
We need those for revival purposes.
They have his heart, too. It's deflated. We have that.
Does that count?
I don't know. I'm not a cleric. Hold on. He goes, I'm digging through to see if I have anything else that's interesting here.
You hear
You're not
2
interesting,
raps on the
Hector.
table. Like, you hear as 2 raps on the table. The 2 eyes will do.
Yeah, I got a very whiny dog here who needs some attention. Hold on. Yes, Hector, I know you exist. Okay. No?
Hi, Hector.
They say hi, Hector. Such a whiny boy, so needy. Amer goes, well, I guess we're here to roll the dice a little bit. So Amer will leave the Echo's eyes on the table.
Okay. The door opens behind you.
And goes, come on, Stell.
Okay.
And you guys can go back outside. As you do so, that individual in the white hood looks at you guys as you exit and goes, "Nice day."
Oh. Always. Amer kind of says very sarcastically as he walks away.
You didn't get the information you were looking for, did you?
You hear the voice from the alley. Don't let him piss on you.
Now that's good advice. Oh, last time we were here with Brennan, he climbed up the wall and he was pissing on people.
I see.
Yep, it's accurate.
So using these eyes, I can discover the name. I don't know how. Yeah, it's going to require some study and possibly using them on my own. I'm not entirely sure, but it'll give me something to do while we deal with the things in Malaga Rock. But they appear to be a pair of hag's eyes.
Maybe if you attune to both of them?
Maybe. I'm gonna figure that out.
And as the 2 of them walk down the streets of Nausea, what are the rest of you guys doing? Brennan, what are you up to? You lose Brennan? Brennan's dealing with Goose. There he is.
Yeah, there I am. Brennan's just trying to, he's very orientated on, we're not doing contracts anymore, but he's trying to just figure out what we're doing.
Okay.
Because, I thought we were going to fight I thought there was going to be a demon at some point, and then we talked about a dragon, and that seemed cool. And we talked about a temple, and then that seemed cool. But then, I don't know, everyone just talked a lot, and he's just kind of like trying to figure out where the next monster is that he's going to get to attack with his new arrows.
Gotcha. Cool. Sweet August Rose, where have you been? Miss Rose?
I've been muted. I've been muted this entire time. No wonder
damn.
no one's been responding to my incredibly intelligent and quippy remarks. She's just sitting in her hotel room or wherever they're staying,
Sure.
meditating with Valerian in her lap. She's gonna try to coax him into a. Well, she's been trying to be a little less blunt about it because she's just all figured it would come in time. But she's just gonna be like, Valerian. Last time we spoke,
Yes.
on the last full moon, you mentioned that this sword could do a lot more than just dance and attack on its own.
Oh, yeah.
Well, considering that soon we're going to be attacking Cervantes, can you perhaps teach me the things I need to do to make it, to unlock these abilities?
Yeah. Tell you what, stand up and let's get some practice in.
She's gonna stand up. She didn't. I thought it would be a little more mystical, but if it's sword forms, then yes, I can do that.
Right, sword forms. No, we're going to practice actual dancing. Here you go. And the sword is going to drag you around the room, showing how a sword would fight, if the sword could fight.
Okay.
And it's going to, as Valerian shows you his moves of disarming people and attacking with flanking and sliding around, to quote the famous ranger, does cool stuff.
That's not sweet moves.
Yeah, a lot of sweet moves. Yeah.
Valerian begins showing you some of the sword's sweet moves, and next week we will grant you new things on the sword as you've actually unlocked that now.
Oh, okay.
So you'll see those next week.
Okay. We'll
That's
see
going
what
to
it can
spend
do.
the whole night doing that, though. So you're get 4 hours of rest. You get your long rest, but you're going to earn those 4 hours of long rest.
Sure. Yeah, the advantage of being an elf. I only need four hours of long rest.
Yep.
Or yeah. Okay. Cool.
And then we pan the camera over to Echo Rex's room. What are you doing, Echo?
Yeah, I think Echo is just. I think he's just working on his enchanting. He's got a couple of ideas, but yeah, he's just relaxing.
Cool.
Most of the times they end up spending the night, in pretty drab places. So he's just going to relax and enjoy a peaceful night in a regular bed, I guess.
Yep. And as you guys drift off to sleep, you get your long rest. Each of you taking turns, just having dreams of what the future might hold as you plan to head off to Rock, presumably the next day. And that's where we're going to end for tonight, as you guys will wake up tomorrow, aka next week, on the way to Rock.